How did somebody who was treated like this as a kid
Ninja pal! Naruto Uzumaki, live and in the flesh!
grow up to do something this cool?
Crescent! Shuriken!
Well, one thing's for sure, they wouldn't have made 10 movies about him if he was predictable. That's right, today we'll be recapping all of Naruto's movies. While everyone and their grandma has already seen the anime, the Naruto movies kind of slip through the cracks for most people. But you're in luck, because you have Jar Anime to catch you up to speed. So without further ado, let's begin. The first ever Naruto movie opens with some lady named Princess Gelel and her soldiers taking on a bad guy named Mao. Sick moves! Before you get excited though, this turns out to be a movie Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke are watching while training. Naruto, as usual, starts yapping about becoming Hokage, which leads to the entire theater booing and chucking food at him. How rude! Turns out, Kakashi asked his students to watch this movie. Apparently, it has something to do with their next mission. Naruto wonders what connection there could possibly be when out of nowhere, Princess Gelel, from the movie, hops over them on a horse. What's more, she's being chased by some ninjas on horses.
No way! Was that the princess?
So, Team 7 starts chasing them down to protect the princess. Awesome! Sakura and Sasuke manage to trick the ninjas and capture them when Kakashi shows up. But, well, these guys aren't exactly villains, you see. In fact, they are the ones who hired Team 7 for their next mission. Oopsie. While that happens, Naruto is with Princess Gelel and is fanboying over her.
It was so awesome! First you had me cheering, then I was crying!
Turns out, her real name is Yuki Fujikaze, and like a lot of actors, she's a bit of a in real life. What the heck is going on? Jeez! While that's happening, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura meet Yuki's fellow actors Ken, Hideo, and Michi, as well as Yuki's manager Sandayu. Turns out, Team 7 has been hired to protect and escort Yuki and her fellow actors to the Land of Snow, a foreign land where it's always winter. But there's something odd going on, because Yuki has been acting strange ever since they mentioned the Land of Snow. She must have some history there. Naruto chases Yuki around town begging for an autograph. So Yuki sprays him with pepper spray before going to a bar to drown her sorrows.
What the heck was that?
There, a man starts approaching her, but leaves when Naruto shows up. The rest of Team 7 and Sandayu show up too, and tell Yuki that they have to leave for the Land of Snow. But Yuki says she's not into that stuff. She's dropping out of the movie, and she's done with acting. With no other choice, Kakashi uses genjutsu to knock her out and get her on the boat. Okay, that seems really inappropriate. Meanwhile, we see the guy who was spying on Yuki at the bar. He's part of a group of some evil ninjas working for a shady-looking guy, and it's from them that we find out Yuki's real name is Koyuki Kazahana. What's more, she has something called the Hex Crystal, and the bad guys want it. Oh boy. Later, Yuki wakes up on the boat and has no choice but to act in the movie. What's more, she kills it in every scene. She's a natural. The next day, the crew wakes up to find their path has been blocked by a giant glacier. But the director looks like a glass half full kind of guy when he points out that this glacier would be the perfect location for their next scene. So they start shooting, only to be attacked by the evil ninjas. Their names are Nadare Roga, Fubuki Kakuyoko, and Mizore Fuyukuma, and they're here to kidnap Yuki, aka Koyuki. This lady has so many names. Jesus. Anyway, Kakashi has already fought Nadare in the past, so he resumes the battle with his old foe, all while Naruto and the others start protecting Koyuki. One problem with that, these three ninjas are from the Land of Snow, and they have special chakra armor, which boosts their own chakra and protects them from outside chakra. Now that's OP as hell. As the fight goes back and forth, Koyuki starts getting flashbacks from her past, which causes her to have a panic attack and pass out. Kakashi manages to copy one of Roga's jutsus and crashes the glacier that they're on, allowing the good guys to escape. But this battle is far from over. Later, while Koyuki sleeps, Kakashi fills in everyone else on the truth. Koyuki isn't just a make-believe movie princess. She's a real princess. She's the daughter of Lord Soretsu, the previous leader of the Land of Snow. Unfortunately, when Koyuki was just a kid, Soretsu's younger brother Doto, the same guy who Roga and the other evil ninjas are working for, staged a coup and killed their father. But cool as hell, Kakashi-sensei managed to save her life all those years ago. Sandayu used to work for Lord Soretsu and has secretly been protecting Koyuki, trying to get her back to the Land of Snow so she can reclaim her throne. That's when Koyuki shows up and says she has zero interest in doing that. Even after Sandayu begs, she says no, but Kakashi says they have no choice. They're boxed in, and they have to fight Doto. I don't like where this is headed. So, the crew gears up and heads out to meet Sandayu and his allies in the Land of Snow. Along the way, Koyuki runs away again. Team 7 splits up to look for her, and Naruto finds her passed out in the snow dreaming about her father. So Naruto carries her back, only for freaking Doto to ambush them in a train. This leads to an awesome scene where Naruto literally outruns a train to save himself and Koyuki. Badass! Doto taunts Koyuki before Sandayu shows up with his allies. They charge the train, which was a bad idea, because the train is full of weapons, and Koyuki is forced to watch helplessly as her followers are brutally gunned down, all while Doto laughs like a maniac. This is hard to watch. Sandayu gets injured in the attack, but the rest of Team 7 shows up to save him and fight off Doto and his ninjas. But not everyone gets a happy ending. Sandayu's injuries are too severe. In his dying breaths, he apologizes to Koyuki, begs her to save her people, and then passes over to the afterlife.
Please do not waste your tears on me.
Rest in peace, old man. You had the soul of a warrior. Koyuki seems unaffected by Sandayu's death and just says they should go back to the Leaf Village. But before Naruto can argue with her, Doto and his goons show up in a freaking blimp and kidnap Koyuki. Naruto manages to latch onto it, but he gets captured and knocked out immediately. Idiot. Doto asks Koyuki to hand over the Hex Crystal. Apparently, Lord Soretsu hid a secret treasure, and the Hex Crystal is the key. But when Koyuki gives it to him, he realizes it's a fake. Kakashi swiped the real one, smart as usual. Still, Doto isn't worried. He knows Kakashi will come to them soon enough. What an evil bastard. Later, Naruto is trapped in a prison with a deadly device on him that electrocutes him every time he uses his chakra. Koyuki gets trapped in there too, and Naruto says he'll break her out. After his initial attempt fails, Koyuki says he should just give up. After all, that's what Koyuki has done all her life. Yikes. She says her father and Sandayu always talked about spring and how it would one day come to the Land of Snow, but everything they said was a lie. After all, there's no spring in her country. It's literally called the Land of Snow. But Naruto says that the moment someone gives up, all their hopes and dreams die, and he refuses to let that happen. So he breaks out of his handcuffs only to get electrocuted by the bars of his cell. He passes out as Koyuki looks at him, but she's different now. Naruto's words affected her, and there's a fire in her eyes.
Didn't give up, and good things happened!
Good old talk no jutsu, folks. Soon enough, Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke attack the prison. Naruto tricks some guards and kicks their asses to get out and frees Koyuki. Kakashi and the others find them, and Kakashi hands Koyuki the real Hex Crystal back. The team then tries to escape, but end up right in front of Doto, and that's where it's revealed that Koyuki double-crossed them. Until she stabs Doto and reveals that she actually double-crossed him. She is an actress, alright.
I could stop running away here at the end.
Unfortunately though, since Doto is wearing a chakra armor, Koyuki's knife didn't even make a dent in him. With that, Doto grabs onto Koyuki and destroys the prison, flying off. Naruto grabs onto them and tries to follow, but Doto just cuts him off, sending him falling into the forest below. Oh, well, this is just going great, isn't it? Naruto refuses to give up and starts chasing Doto. That's when the director shows up on a snowmobile and tells Naruto to hop on. Meanwhile, Sakura and Sasuke take out Roga's teammates, and Sasuke learns a weakness in the chakra armor. While that's happening, Kakashi defeats Roga, defeating his old enemy. Back with Doto, he uses the Hex Crystal to open some secret lock, but to his disappointment, the Kazahana family treasure is a heat generator? What? Before he can think anymore, Naruto shows up ready to fight. One small problem though, the device that saps Naruto's chakra is still on him, and he can't use it. Because of that, he gets his ass handed to him by Doto and is sent crashing into the icy cold water below them. That's when Sasuke shows up and attacks Doto. Sasuke gets his face punched in too, but he manages to damage Doto's armor. The rest is up to Naruto. Refusing to give up, Naruto summons the Nine Tails power and breaks the device locking up his chakra. He bursts out of the water with his signature shadow clones and attacks Doto. Doto manages to get rid of all but one clone, but he doesn't know one important thing. Naruto just needs one clone to make the Rasengan. With Koyuki cheering him on, Naruto blasts Doto with a Rasengan, sending him flying into an ice mirror behind him. And that's when it happens. Spring is unleashed onto the land of snow. What's more, Koyuki sees a recording of herself and her father. Koyuki sees herself as a kid, promising her father that she'll be a kind and caring princess when she grows up. Though she wants to be an actress too, Koyuki just laughs with tears running down her face, and Naruto smiles, saying this is a real happy ending, before passing out. After the credits, we see that Koyuki has taken up her role as the princess of the land of snow. Though the generator that gives them spring isn't complete yet, they'll keep working on it so that one day people will call this place the land of spring. Plus, Koyuki isn't giving up as an actress either. She's going to do both things at once. Such a solid life plan. The movie then ends with Naruto finally getting her autograph. Though, it's not exactly a flattering angle for Naruto. This next movie kicks off in the outskirts of the Sand Village, which is being attacked by some real shady looking guys. They're big, strong, and seemingly immortal. As the Sand Shinobi struggle to fight them off, Kankuro and Gaara show up to help. Now outnumbered, the enemy simply retreats into the water. When Gaara investigates, he realizes they retreated to a ship, which is now launching cannons at them. That's one hell of a way to start a movie. The next day, Naruto is out with Sakura and Shikamaru on a standard mission, rescuing someone's pet ferret. After some Naruto shenanigans, they manage to capture the ferret and are taking it back to the owner. But when they get close to the village, Shikamaru is uneasy. Something's off. They split up to see what's going on, which turns out to be a mistake because Naruto and Sakura get ambushed by the same bad guys from the Sand Village. The fight begins and Naruto realizes these guys won't go down easy, so Sakura and Naruto use their full force to take them down. That's when Naruto comes face to face with the supposed leader. Naruto distracts his fellow blondie with shadow clones before pulling out the move that he used to beat Neji back in the Chunin exams. The leader dodges it and kicks Naruto back, and Naruto still manages to graze him, and he's bleeding. Atta boy, Naruto! Naruto starts fighting with the leader and gets some help from Sakura and Shikamaru, who have just shown up. Now, tired of this bullshit, Naruto pulls out the Rasengan, which the leader counters with his own special move, Rising Thunder. The two attacks clash, leading to an epic explosion, which sends both Naruto and the leader off a cliff into the river below. Uh-oh! Meanwhile, Sakura and Shikamaru see something horrifying. The ship from the start of the movie is traveling on land, and it's destroying everything. Later, Naruto wakes up covered in bandages, only to find the leader of the bad guys there too. Turns out both of them were rescued by a caravan of nomads who patched them up and brought them along. Oh, and the ferret is here too. The ferret's name is Nerugui, and he belongs to the caravan. They were the ones who asked the Leaf Village to find him in the first place. Meanwhile, Sakura and Shikamaru are spying on the ship and realize that's where all the bad guys are coming from. We then see a small dream sequence of the leader as a kid, and it's clear he went through some horrifying stuff. Yikes! The next day, Naruto learns about the caravan. Basically, their country was destroyed a long time ago. Ever since then, they've been traveling nomads for generations. Oh, and Nerugui has been there with them the entire time. This little rascal is even older than the head of the caravan. What's more, the head says Nerugui only gets along with the people of the caravan, which makes it pretty surprising when Nerugui starts cozying up with the leader of the bad guys. That's weird. Naruto then goes over to the leader and demands some answers. Why the hell did he attack Naruto? The leader just says he's building a utopia and says Naruto should come with him because he's impressed by Naruto's special powers.
That power you were using, what is it?
Huh? What powers?
Chakra. He's talking about chakra. Naruto obviously refuses, so the leader has no purpose to stay. He gets back in gear and starts leaving, until one of the kids from the caravan falls from a tree. The leader saves her, says his debt to these people is repaid, and heads out. Naruto, being an idiot, finds out he's gone later at night and heads out after him. Meanwhile, Sakura is looking for Naruto and Shikamaru is infiltrating the ship. While investigating, he realizes the soldiers they fought are some kind of mechanical monsters that are made by using actual human children. Oh my god! Shikamaru almost gets caught by the leader's teammates, but manages to escape. Outside the ship, Naruto catches up to the leader and asks him just who the hell he is. So he tells Naruto his name is Temujin, and he wants Naruto to meet his master Haido. Yeah, this is shady as hell. So Naruto meets this Master Haido, and he seems like a stand-up guy. As Temujin said before, Haido's plan is to make a utopia, a world where there are no wars. He's traveled all around the world, gathering people to help in his cause, and says there have been a lot of sacrifices too. He asks Naruto to join them, but Naruto declines. Why? Cause he's gonna be Hokage. Classic Naruto. Anyway, Nerogui then pops up from out of Temujin's helmet and begins hissing at Master Haido. He doesn't trust Haido, so I guess I don't trust him either. That's when there's an announcement on the ship. Something is going on in the outskirts of the sand village. Naruto heads over with Temujin to investigate, when Temujin is suddenly trapped by a puppet. Yeesh! Kankuro shows up and tells Naruto the truth. Haido's so-called utopia is being built upon the graves of countless innocent people. Naruto is furious, but before he can do anything, Temujin's teammates show up. Yeah, it's about to get messy. Gaara shows up too, and now it's an all-out brawl. Naruto takes on Temujin, while Gaara and Kankuro take on his teammates 1v1. Kankuro's fighting a genjutsu user, while Gaara is dealing with lightning powers. Temujin's teammates are pretty tough, and Kankuro is having a hard time with his opponent. Gaara, meanwhile, gets the upper hand on his opponent in every way. I'm not even surprised. But wait a minute, that's when she transforms into a monster and attacks him again. But this is Gaara we're talking about. He simply whoops her and buries her in the sand. Badass. Kankuro also escapes from the genjutsu, so his opponent turns into a bat and retreats, taking Temujin with her. Naruto tries chasing him, but it's no use. They're gone. Well, at least no one got hurt. Meanwhile, the caravan head is being interrogated by another one of Haido's goons, and it's asking the head for something in particular, something called the Stone of Gelel. Fortunately, Shikamaru and Sakura show up and save the head, but Haido's soldier just transforms into a wolf and runs away. Turns out, these Stones of Gelel are what Haido's really after. According to him, he'll turn the world into a utopia if he has enough of them. Not only that, but Haido implanted the one Gelel stone he had inside Temujin. That's how he got his powers. Speaking of Temujin, he goes to the caravan to investigate and gets captured by Shikamaru's shadow possession. Classic. They tie Temujin up and take him to the caravan leader, who drops a bomb on them. The only people who can fuse with the Stones of Gelel are the royal family of his clan. Temujin belongs to the caravan. What? Turns out the Stones of Gelel were found by the caravan's ancestors long ago. These stones had incredible healing and regenerative powers, and the clan used them to build a great civilization. Unfortunately though, humans suck, so they started fighting over the Stones of Gelel, and that led to hella wars and hella death. As a result, most of their ancestors died. Only a select few of the youth survived, and the caravan people then sealed away the stones, promising to never use them again. Sakura asks why they didn't just destroy the entirety of the Gelel stone mines, which are basically chakra mines full of power, and the head says only a member of the royal family can do that. But Temujin isn't interested in destroying the mines, far from it. He breaks free and takes the caravan leader hostage, along with the kid he saved earlier, forcing the leader to tell him where the Gelel stone mines are.
Whatever power it may hold,
Master Haido will use it justly.
Naruto and the others head out to save him, with Nerugui guiding them to the mines. Temujin makes it there first and sends his location to Master Haido. Who needs Google Maps, am I right? But by the time Naruto and the others catch up to Temujin, it's too late. Haido is here, and he's crashing his ship into the mines. Naruto calls him out for his bogus utopia. According to Naruto, Haido sacrificing his friends for his dreams makes the dream worthless. After all, what's the point of a dream if it doesn't cherish your friends? Naruto sure knows how to get fired up. While Naruto is talking to Haido, the caravan leader uses the opportunity to head down into the mines with Temujin. He wants to destroy them. Haido goes after them, and Naruto goes after him, while Shikamaru and Sakura take on his soldiers. Things are getting spicy. The head of the caravan and Temujin make it underground, where the head tries convincing Temujin that the gelel stones will only bring about destruction. When Temujin refuses to listen, the head has no choice left. He tries to stab Temujin. What a sneaky old man. Meanwhile, Sakura and Shikamaru are still fighting the shape-shifting soldiers. Sakura tricks her opponent into destroying herself, while Kankuro shows up to help Shikamaru take out the other one. Back underground, the head of the caravan fails to kill Temujin, but he did get some of his blood, and he's gonna use it to destroy the mines. But before he can, Haido shows up and attacks him. That's when Haido reveals the truth. He's implanted a gelel stone inside his own hand. Haido tries to take out the old man, but Temujin stops him. He finally realizes the truth. Haido was the one who destroyed his village.
You really are a pathetic little brat.
This man is pure evil. Took him long enough. Haido attacks the head again, but Naruto shows up and saves him. Haido asks Temujin to kill them, but he refuses. So, Haido transforms into a monster and rips Temujin's gelel stone out of his chest, throwing him to the side. No! He then turns his attention to Naruto and the fight begins. Unfortunately, Naruto is completely outclassed. No matter how many shadow clones he throws at Haido, the evil bastard just destroys them all. Naruto manages to hit him with a Rasengan, and it does some serious damage, but Haido just heals back. He's getting even more power from the mines. Now, supercharged with power, he attacks both Naruto and Temujin, only for his soldiers to save them. Wait, what? Turns out, the soldiers that saved them were Temujin's friends who had been transformed. They saved their friend as their dying act. Now, full of anger, Temujin grabs a piece of broken gelel stone and teams up with Naruto to make a gelel-powered Rasengan. Naruto uses it to finally defeat Haido, and everything is solved. Or so they think. In reality, the mine of gelel has been unleashed, and its power is enough to level the entire continent. Yeesh! The only way to stop it is to seal it away in a space-time rift using the royal blood. But there's a catch. The person who does that won't survive. Temujin realizes what this means, and knocks Naruto out cold. He's gonna sacrifice himself to save everyone. Man, that's tragic. The head of the caravan then brings Naruto to safety, while Temujin opens the space-time rift. It starts swallowing the mine of gelel and is about to take Temujin with it, until he's saved by Naruto and a bajillion shadow clones. Wow! Temujin tells Naruto to let go, but Naruto refuses. He's not going to lose a friend. Temujin, moved by Naruto's words, grabs onto him as the space-time rift closes. In the aftermath, the energy of the gelel mines immediately makes land and trees grow where the mine used to be. The power even heals the head as well as the children Haido kidnapped. Meanwhile, Temujin wakes up to see that both he and Naruto are safe. Phew, that was a close one. Sometime later, Temujin is getting ready to sail away with his friends. Unlike Haido, Temujin plans to actually find a way to stop as many wars as possible. He still dreams of a utopia, but this time, his friends are gonna be with him. As he sails off, Naruto bids him a silent farewell, but the message is clear: never give up on your dreams, and definitely never give up on your friends. The next Naruto movie kicks off with Kakashi, Sakura, Rock Lee, and Naruto making their way across a desert. Naruto, sick and tired of the heat, asks Kakashi who the hell they're protecting anyway. That's when a huge line of carriages appear, and out comes Michiru Tsuki. He's the prince of the Land of Moon, and he's the the person Naruto and his team are escorting. To where, you ask? Of course, to the land of Moon. Oh, and he's got a mischievous son named Hikaru who thinks Naruto is an idiot. This looks like a good time for our boy Naruto. So the mission begins. While Hikaru and Michiru are enjoying their travels, Naruto and his team are fighting off all sorts of bandits and thieves, trying to get their hands on the prince's wealth and treasure. Their journey goes pretty smoothly, and they soon find themselves in a town attending a circus thingy. It's there when Hikaru interrupts an act that we learn something about him. Hikaru's elite at archery. The ringmaster puts his skills to the test, and Hikaru passes with flying colors. The ringmaster is impressed and says he'll give Hikaru a prize, and Hikaru wants the saber-toothed tiger. What a humble kid. When the ringmaster says he can't give up the tiger, it's too important to the circus. So Michiru goes ahead and buys the entire damn circus.
You know, I've always wanted my own circus. Why don't we buy the whole thing, tent and all?
Bro's moving like Bruce Wayne.
How did you get the house back from the bank?
I bought the bank.
After that's done, Hikaru tries cozying up with the saber-toothed tiger. It goes south because, well, it's a saber-toothed tiger. Naruto saves him at the last second, but Hikaru doesn't even say thank you or anything. He just runs off. This brat is of the spoiled variety, it seems. Later, everyone follows Michiru as he tracks down a very important person, his former lover and Hikaru's mother, Amayo. Well, that came out of nowhere. Amayo is overjoyed to see her son, and Michiru asks her to come back and live with them, but Amayo refuses. Even though Michiru has all the money in the world, he doesn't understand what's really important, and she can't be with a man like that. Damn! And I thought I had girl problems. Later, Naruto and the others are getting ready to board the ship and leave for the land of Moon, when Hikaru has an idea. He asks Naruto to be his servant, saying he'll give Naruto anything he wants. Naruto refuses, so Hikaru hits Naruto with an arrow. That was the last straw for Naruto. He's done with Hikaru's bolt. So, he smacks the spoiled brat on the head and gives him some much needed advice. Hikaru needs to stop looking down on people and stop expecting to get everything he wants. Sure, Sakura punches Naruto into the ocean, but I think that it was worth it. Later on the boat, Hikaru tries befriending the tiger again, but fails again. Yeesh, take a hint, buddy. Still, everything is going pretty smoothly until they face a storm. Oh boy. With the boat rocking up and down pretty aggressively, all the circus animals are in danger, so Naruto and the others head out to save the animals and get them to safety. Naruto then runs into Hikaru on his way, and Hikaru is salty about the tiger. Hikaru says they should just let the animals drown, which makes Naruto go insane. He almost hits Hikaru before saying he's not even worth laying hands on. Ouch.
First you buy them like they're a bunch of toys, now you're bored of them so you just want to toss them in the trash!
However, Naruto's words get through to Hikaru, so the kid makes his way onto the deck and helps everyone save the animals. He even risks his life to save a monkey, which leads to the tiger and Naruto saving him. Oh, looks like the spoiled brat is starting to learn. The next day, Hikaru comes out onto the deck, and wouldn't you know it, the tiger is friendly with him. As he pets it, Naruto walks up behind him and apologizes for hitting him and saying mean things. Hikaru apologizes too. He only got mad because he wanted to be friends with Naruto. So, Naruto and his friends make Hikaru a promise. From this moment on, they'll be friends forever, and they'll never forget each other. Hikaru is so happy he starts crying. This is the first time he's had actual friends. Oh, okay, now I'm sad too. Anyway, they finally make it to the land of Moon and drop off the circus folk. They then head over to the Tsuki Palace, but something is off. The entire place seems empty. When they make it to the palace, they're greeted by Shabadaba, a minister working for Michiru's dad, aka the king. That's one stupid name. That's when it happens. Shabadaba says that Michiru's dad is dead, and he's going to kill Michiru next. Well, that escalated quickly. With that, Shabadaba's men circle them and start attacking. Naruto, Kakashi, Sakura, and Lee fight them off, but there are a lot of them. Luckily, some soldiers in similar uniforms, led by a guy named Korega, show up and start helping Naruto and his team. They manage to take Michiru and Hikaru to safety, while the shinobi Shabadaba hired look on from a distance. The soldiers take Naruto and the others to their hideout, where they find that the king is still alive. Unfortunately, even though Sakura heals him up, he's not in good shape. It doesn't look like he's going to make it. Meanwhile, Shabadaba is freaking out over Michiru and Hikaru escaping, but the shinobi he hired, Ishidate, tells him to calm down. He and his team have it under control. Meanwhile, the king knows he's about to take his last breaths, so in his final moments, he asks Michiru to inherit the throne and protect what's precious before passing on. Damn.
Starting now, you are the king.
Later, after Michiru and Hikaru cry their eyes out, Naruto is sitting with the reformed, spoiled brat. He asks Hikaru if he knows what his granddad meant by protecting the precious things, and Hikaru says he doesn't. So Naruto tells him what his granddad meant was that he wanted Hikaru and his dad to protect the people of the Land of Moon. That's what's important. Naruto should run for president. Aww. Later that night, Naruto and the others are trying to get Hikaru and Michiru out of the country until they're ambushed by Ishidate and his team. Great! Ishidate takes Naruto out first before he takes on Kakashi. Sakura and Rock Lee fight the other teammates, but they all realize something is off. That's when Sakura realizes that the paper bomb they threw earlier actually had a chemical agent in it, and it's stopping their 5 senses from working. Ishidate and his team start giving them the work. Hell, Ishidate even turns Kakashi's arm to stone before turning Korega to stone and killing him. No! Lucky for us, Hikaru is in danger, which means that Naruto's Nine-Tails chakra starts seeping out. He returns the ass-whooping to Ishidate's team with some interest, and they're forced to retreat for the time being, but they take Michiru with them. Still, at least Hikaru is safe. The same can't be said for Michiru though, who's tied up face to face with Shabadaba. There, Shabadaba tells Michiru his evil master plan. Basically, he wants to be rich. A Naruto villain being a capitalist? How original. Anyway, to be rich as hell, Shabadaba needs to kill Michiru and Hikaru and become king. Speaking of Hikaru, he's totally depressed about his dad being captured. What's more, a rescue mission seems impossible because they're outnumbered. Hikaru starts crying and is about to give up, but there's no giving up when Naruto's around. He immediately gets Hikaru fired up and inspires everyone to do everything they can to save Michiru.
He'll be okay. No harm will come to him. I'll see to that. Trust me.
That's when the saber-toothed tiger and the monkey show up with the rest of the circus crew, and that gives Kakashi an idea. Meanwhile, Michiru is forced to walk the plank, and it's not looking good. Yet, as he stands on the edge of a certain doom, he remembers his father's words, and they bring him peace. This pisses Shabadaba off, who really wants to be entertained by Michiru's suffering. Lucky for him, entertainment is coming to his doorstep, because Kakashi uses genjutsu to get the circus folk inside the palace, and Shabadaba is instantly distracted by the performances. Meanwhile, Naruto and the others sneak into the palace using a secret passage. When they're all in, Sakura gives Kakashi the signal, and so the copy ninja drops the act and launches an ambush. What a great plan! The ambush proves to be super effective. Shabadaba's army, except his shinobi, are mostly taken out. Meanwhile, Naruto and the others head on inside, making their way to Michiru. When they come face to face with one of Ishidate's teammates, Rock Lee stays behind to fight him, while the rest move on. They then run into the other teammate, and Sakura stays back to fight her. While the two Leaf Shinobi fight their 1v1s, Naruto, Hikaru, and the others head forward to save Michiru. Unfortunately though, they come face to face with Ishidate. The saber-toothed tiger saves Hikaru and tries to get him to safety, but Ishidate chases him down. Naruto shows up to protect his friend, ready to fight. However, Ishidate implements a belt-to-butt policy and absolutely wallops Naruto all over the place, before sending him falling to the ground. Meanwhile, Lee and Sakura are getting their butts handed to them too. It looks like the Leaf Shinobi are down for the count, but Ishidate and his goons forgot about one thing: the will of fire. Because they all made a promise to protect Hikaru, they are going to make sure to do it. So all three of them lock in and absolutely ransack their opponents. That's when the plank under Michiru breaks and he starts getting choked to death. So it's Hikaru's turn to lock in. He hops on the tiger and jumps off the roof, cutting the rope with an insane arrow shot. Dude Perfect ain't got on Hikaru. Naruto uses a bajillion shadow clones to cushion their falls, and when the dust settles, everyone is A-OK.
Too bad you forgot to watch your step.
Naruto then starts heading after Shabadaba, thinking Ishidate is down for the count, only for the evil bastard to grab Naruto's leg and turn it to stone. He tosses Naruto into a wall and is furious. He's gonna kill this kid. Naruto makes a Rasengan and tries running at Shabadaba, but it's no use. He can't walk. Meanwhile, Shabadaba keeps egging Ishidate to kill Michiru instead of Naruto. So, Ishidate turns the evil bastard into stone. Michiru, seeing this, puts Naruto on his shoulders and charges at Ishidate. Ishidate attacks and injures Michiru, which almost makes him fall over. But with the help of Hikaru, the tiger, and the monkey, Michiru gets Naruto all the way to Ishidate, and the yellowed hair hero absolutely pelts Ishidate with a Rasengan, putting him down for good. Let's go! In the aftermath, Michiru and Hikaru finally realize the message the king was trying to tell them, and promise to never forget what's precious to them ever again. Isn't that beautiful? The movie then ends with Hikaru and Michiru seeing Naruto and the others off, and while Hikaru is sad, Michiru tells him that he's going to bring his mom back. After all, Michiru realizes what's important to him now, and that matters more than all the money in the world. The Shippuden movie kicks off with Naruto fighting some kind of weird monster inside what looks like a volcano. Standard Naruto stuff. However, during the fight, Naruto gets impaled by the beast as a mysterious lady shouts his name. And the next scene is of Naruto Uzumaki's funeral. How is that for a gripping start? Of course, that all takes place later. For now, we see how all of this began, with a shady-ass dude named Yomi sending his minions to help him infiltrate a certain building. After Yomi's minions take out the guards, he makes his way inside. Turns out he's here for Morio, an ancient demon who has been sealed away because of how evil he was. Yikes! Unfortunately for the good guys, Yomi is here to free Morio and get up to some classic evil bad guy shenanigans. Yomi transfers Morio's soul inside of him before awakening his army of stone shinobi. Cool! Their plan is simple. Get to the shrine where Morio's real body is and get him back inside it. But before that, they have to kill Lady Shion, priestess of the land of ogres, because she's the only one who can seal Morio away. Well, we're off to a rough start. Morio and Yomi waste no time and immediately start wreaking havoc by attacking a nearby army settlement. The soldiers have absolutely no shot against the ghost army, so they do the only thing they can: send out word of what's happening. The next day, all the shinobi in the Leaf Village are mobilized to take out Morio. Kakashi and Guy are sent to the battlefield, which means Neji, Lee, Sakura, and Naruto are now the acting Team 7. Damn it, Sasuke. Tsunade fills them in on Morio and the Ghost Army. Naruto is ready for battle, but that's not Team 7's mission. Instead, they're supposed to escort the priestess of the land of ogres to where Morio's body is, and help her seal his soul away for good. If they can't, it means the end of the world. No pressure, eh? Before they head out, Neji, who is the team leader, gives Naruto a harsh reality check. Sure, he may have become stronger training with Jiraiya, but as far as teamwork goes, Naruto is still a Genin. Ouch!
You certainly might look older, but you haven't really changed all that much, have you?
Meanwhile, Yomi calls on all 4 of his henchmen, Kusuna, Gitai, Setsuna, and Shizuku. He needs them to head out and kill the priestess so their plan can go smoothly. He gives Kusuna the power to turn himself and his team into monsters, and they head out. They make it to the priestess's hideout by dawn, and Kusuna gives his teammates the monster buff. With their newfound power, they begin ransacking the place, killing every single soldier in sight. The priestess wakes up, but it's not because of the attack, it's because she had a vision of Naruto dying, which is weird because she doesn't know who Naruto is yet. But she's about to, because when Yomi's henchmen make it to her room, Naruto shows up just in the nick of time to defend her. Yomi escapes through a hidden passage while Naruto summons a gazillion shadow clones to fight the bad guys. But just like Neji said, Naruto is too rash. He ends up getting trapped by the henchmen, who start smoking his shadow clones. As Neji investigates with his Byakugan, he sees that Shion is escaping with one of her soldiers, but Kusuna is going after her. So he tells Lee and Sakura to help Naruto, while he heads out to protect Shion. Shion, Sakura and Lee jump in and give Gitai, Setsuna, and Shizuku the business. Meanwhile, Neji stops Kusuna from killing Shion. With the Leaf Shinobi on them, the 4 henchmen don't even have a chance to power up, so they decide to retreat for the time being. Phew. After that, Team 7 formally introduces themselves to Lady Shion, who tells Naruto he's gonna get impaled and die. What a lovely first impression. What's more, Shion's precognitions are 100% accurate. While Kakashi and the other shinobi helplessly try to take down the Ghost Army, Naruto's teammates aren't too worried about Shion's prediction. Naruto is though, because he's the one dying in it. So he begins taking all the steps he can to ensure he won't turn into an Uzumaki kebab. With that, Team 7 heads out with Shion, heading over to where Morio's body is. Unfortunately for Shion, one of her attendants named Taruho decides to join them. Shion tells him to go back, but he refuses. He's going to give his life to protect Shion. After a long day of traveling, they decide to camp out for the night, so Shion and Taruho can rest. Now, Shion acts like a real spoiled brat, which we know from the last movie that Naruto hates. Later that night, Shion has a vision, but we don't get to see what it really shows her. Meanwhile, Naruto brings Taruho some food, and they get to talking. Taruho tells Naruto how, because of her precognitions, Shion has been avoided by everyone since she was a child. Extremely relatable stuff for our main guy here. When morning rolls around, Naruto decides he'll be nicer to Shion, who has no interest in being nice to him. Ouch. That's when Shion drops a bomb. She says she had a vision of Taruho's death and tells him to go back home. Taruho refuses. His life's purpose is to protect her, and if that kills him, then so be it. What a Chad. Team 7 continues their journey to Morio's body when they see something in the distance. It's a water dragon and it's coming right at them. Neji tells everyone to surround Shion and protect her, but Naruto disagrees. He's going after them. Lee concurs, so he and Naruto head out to take on the bad guys. Naruto fights Shizuku, while Lee fights Gitai. Meanwhile, Neji tells Sakura they're gonna use the battle as a decoy and escape. Shion's protection is their priority. Naruto brings the fight to Shizuku, but she starts spamming dangerous water jutsus, which forces Naruto to retreat into the forest. Meanwhile, Lee is struggling to damage Gitai, who's turning his whole body into stone. So Lee opens his chakra gates and starts pummeling Gitai, making him realize that bushy brow here is a real menace. Gitai gets frustrated with Lee, so he decides to go nuclear. He takes out the chakra parasite Kusuna put in him and directly drinks its blood. This supercharges him, turning him into a 3-faced, 6-armed monstrosity, and he begins attacking Lee again. Yikes! Meanwhile, Neji and Sakura realize that Kusuna and Setsuna are after them. Neji starts fighting Setsuna, while Sakura carries Shion. While that's happening, Lee is deciding whether or not he should open the 6th gate and risk dying to defeat Gitai, when he remembers something. Guy-sensei gave him a special food pill to eat in situations like this. So, Lee pops the pill and proceeds to destroy Gitai, blowing him up into a million pieces. That's my boy. Meanwhile, Kusuna catches up to Sakura and injects her with a deadly toxin. She tries to give herself an antidote, but the poison spreads so fast that she's paralyzed within seconds. Uh-oh. Back with Naruto, he manages to land a Rasengan on Shizuku, only for her to turn her body into water to avoid taking any damage. Great! That's when Shizuku tells Naruto that her mission was to separate Naruto from Neji this whole time. Naruto starts making his way back to his team, but Shizuku says it's too late. Meanwhile, Sakura drops the antidote and falls to the ground, leaving Shion at Kusuna's mercy. Naruto grabs Lee, who is completely out of it, and heads over to Neji and Sakura, who are lying in front of a dead Shion. No! That's when nearby branches ruffle, and out walks Shion? What is happening? Turns out, the Shion lying before them is not Shion, it's Taruho. He permanently transformed himself into Shion's image and swapped places with her in order to protect her. Ah, how awesome is this man? Despite Shion's insistence, Taruho ends up giving his life for her. Shion pretends like she doesn't care that he died, which sends Naruto's head to Mars. He confronts her, asking Shion how she can be so heartless, and Shion starts crying. Of course she's sad that Taruho died, but she can't do anything about it. That's when Shion explains her visions. Basically, every time she sees a vision of one of her subordinates parents dying, it means they died while protecting her. So, if they stopped protecting her, it'd be Shion who died instead. What this means is that basically every precognition Shion has is of her own death, and it's up to her subordinates to sacrifice their lives to prevent it. That's horrifying. Naruto says that's bull, but Shion says they have no choice. After all, she's the only one who can seal Morio. Sometimes I need a reminder that this isn't a fairy tale, and this was one of them. Kusuna, Shizuku, and Setsuna return to Yomi proud of their victory, only to learn they got bamboozled by Team 7. So, they go back to actually finish the job this time. Meanwhile, Neji tells Naruto he's gonna take Shion to Morio's body, while they stay behind and fight off Yomi's henchmen. Neji, being the elite strategist he is, figures out the perfect time to attack their opponents, when they run out of chakra. His plan works flawlessly, and they take down Yomi's henchmen. That's a jonin if I've ever seen one. Back with Naruto, he and Shion make it to the entrance of the shrine, when they suddenly get ambushed by the ghost army. In the commotion, Shion slips off Naruto's back and is about to fall to her death, only for Naruto to save her at the last second. Shion says Naruto should have let her die. That way, at least he'd have a chance to save his life. But Naruto says no one is dying on his watch. He swears it on the ninja way, and that makes Shion blush. Ooh, someone's got a crush on our yellow-haired idiot. Naruto takes Shion to the entrance and uses his shadow clones to hold off the ghost army. Shion makes her way inside and keeps getting visions of Naruto dying, but moves forward anyway. She makes it inside the shrine, only to find Yomi waiting for her. Some stone soldiers attack Shion, and she thinks she's done for, until a laser shoots out from her and destroys them. Huh? Turns out, Shion's mother Miroku didn't teach her everything. Not only is Shion not aware of her own power, she's not aware of the truth. You see, Miroku was the one who originally sealed Morio, but it's not a simple sealing jutsu. It requires the user to become one with Morio. Sheesh. Shion doesn't care and begins sealing anyway, only for Yomi to grab her from behind. Weird. Evil and weird. Outside, Naruto is struggling with the ghost army. Meanwhile, Shion realizes she's made a grave mistake. You see, Yomi was dying because Morio's presence was eating away at his body, and if Shion had waited until he finally gave out, she could have sealed Morio's soul without issue. But because she started the ritual while he was alive, the seal couldn't properly bind him, and instead of being locked away, Morio slipped free and reclaimed his preserved body. Oh no! Back outside, Kakashi and the other shinobi show up, giving Naruto the chance to run inside. He sees Shion and thinks she succeeded, only to realize that Morio has regained his body and is about to destroy the world. Shion falls into Morio, but he can't absorb her because she's being protected by her mother's power. That's when we see Shion's life in a flashback. Her mother loved her as a kid and refused to teach her any jutsu. According to Miroku, Shion's power was too much. If she lost control, it'd be even scarier than Morio. She then gave Shion a good luck charm, which protects her from Morio. But Shion was done with people dying for her, so she put that charm on Naruto, and that charm protects him from dying the way he died in her vision. Sadly, this means Shion has to give up her own life, and is going to be absorbed by Morio. No! Save her, Naruto! That's when Shion meets her mother, who's trapped inside Morio too, and after embracing her mother, Shion's power is finally unlocked. She knows what she has to do now. She's gonna destroy Morio and sacrifice her own life in the process. As she's about to do it, she remembers Naruto promising to save her and calls him a liar, only for Naruto to yank her out of Morio. He tells her he's not letting her die no matter what, to which Shion just cries. She then uses her power to help Naruto make a devious Rasengan and uses it to end Morio once and for all. The resulting explosion is so big, it makes the volcano erupt. Who needs sealing jutsus when you have ass-whooping jutsus? In the aftermath, Naruto's friends watch as he brings Shion to safety. Naruto says Shion can finally give up being a priestess, but Shion disagrees. She needs to be prepared for when the next Morio level threat shows up. Plus, she needs to pass her power and knowledge down to the next priestess in line. Shion then asks Naruto to help her with raising the next priestess and all that stuff. Yeah, she's hitting on him. Naruto is obviously oblivious to this fact, and the movie just ends with him agreeing. All this just to go back to simping for Sakura. What a shame. The next movie starts with Sasuke waking up and heading over to take a shower. He then, well, there's no other way to say this. He starts aura farming while washing his hair. Don't even ask me. We then see some devious looking battleships making their way across the sea. The ships then open up and start releasing hundreds of shinobi in wingsuits. Cool! What's not cool is what those flying shinobi do next. They start attacking Leaf Village. Tsunade says that they're from the land of sky and they mean business. Though we can see that because they're absolutely demolishing the Leaf Village. Naruto shows up and is ready to join the battle until he sees an old man named Shino helping a civilian. Shino saves the civilian's life before telling Naruto to take him to the hospital. Naruto really wants to join the battlefield, but takes the man to the hospital anyway. Meanwhile, the flying shinobi start retreating. Luckily, Neji and Shikamaru have a plan to figure out where their hideout is. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Sakura and the other healers are shocked by the people Shino has treated. Even in the heat of battle, they've been handled perfectly. That's when a kid named Amaru shows up and starts asking where Shino is, before passing out from exhaustion. Welp. Later that evening, Shino shows up and tells Naruto that Amaru is from a village on the outskirts of the land of fire. Unfortunately, Amaru's village was attacked as well, so Amaru dropped everything to go look for Shino. His village needs Shino's help. Later, when Amaru wakes up again, Naruto, Hinata, and Sakura are tasked with escorting Shino and Amaru back to Amaru's village. And so our adventure begins. The Sky Shinobi head back to their ship to recuperate, but they don't realize they've been followed by Sai. He brings out a hawk using his beast scroll and begins attacking the Sky Ninja. He's cooking their asses too. But Sai isn't here to fight them. He's here to distract them, because close by, a team consisting of Kakashi, Neji, and Shikamaru is closing in on the enemy and planning their next move. Smart AF. We then get our long-awaited look at Sasuke, who's talking to a very sick, very dying Orochimaru. Orochimaru wants Sasuke to find someone, specifically the man who taught Orochimaru his forbidden regeneration technique. Why? Because Orochimaru is sure that that dude has an even better healing jutsu by now. I have a hunch about who that person could be. Meanwhile, Naruto and the others are making their way to Amaru's village when Sakura tells Naruto to shut up. She senses something. It's one of the Sky Shinobi, and he's searching the area for any enemies. Sakura, Hinata, and Shino hide under the trees, while Naruto and Amaru go underwater. The Sky Shinobi passes by, and everyone comes out from their hiding place, except Amaru. He's drowning because he's trying to save a scalpel that Shino gave him. Naruto saves him though, only to see that Amaru's not a him after all. Amaru's a girl. What the what? Unfortunately though, while this happens, Naruto gets bit by a venomous fish and passes out. Luckily, Amaru immediately removes the poison, treating Naruto with perfection. When he wakes up, Amaru tells Naruto that she used to be bullied as a kid, until Shino taught her how to save lives. And she has a thing for Shino, which is weird but understandable, I guess. She dresses up as a boy to avoid bringing attention to herself, which is pretty sad and says a lot about the shinobi world if you think about it.
So you're secretly in love with old man Shino.
Idiot!
But their conversation is cut short because everyone suddenly sees smoke and it's coming from Amaru's village. Oh no! Amaru rushes forward as the others tell her to stop, and when Amaru makes it there, she can't believe her eyes. Her village has been completely destroyed and the villagers are nowhere to be seen. In her grief, Amaru fails to notice a trap and sets it off. She's about to die when Shino jumps in to save her at the last second. Unfortunately, Shino takes the brunt of the attack and his wounds are severe. In his last moments, he tells Amaru she's been a brilliant student and acknowledges her abilities. But then he passes away. No. As Amaru weeps for her master, she tells them how Shino saved her life as a kid and then taught her that healing people is what's important. They bury Shino and the Leaf Shinobi then head out to look for the villagers, while Amaru just sits and cries at her master's grave. Damn. As Hinata and the others head out, she senses a dangerous chakra. That's when Sakura catches up to Naruto and they see something strange. It's Amaru? But she's behaving weird. Her voice is deep and she says she's the Zero Tails before transforming into a snake-like monster. Back with Sai, his distraction has been a complete success, but he's tired now, which means it's Shikamaru's time to step in and buy time for their secret fourth teammate to do his thing. Meanwhile, Sasuke is somewhere close, and he senses the Zero Tails chakra as it starts fighting Naruto and Sakura. Naruto tries his best to keep the Nine Tails chakra inside him under control, but the Zero Tails rage baits him into unleashing his Four Tails form. He begins tearing at the Zero Tails, but no matter what he does, it regenerates. That's when a seal pops out of Naruto, and he realizes he's messing up. He immediately suppresses the Nine Tails chakra and says he's gonna save Amaru with his own power. Naruto starts talking to Amaru, saying that she doesn't have to choose violence. After all, Shino believed in her. Naruto's words calm Amaru down, and the Zero Tails leaves his body. It then returns to its hideout, where a man says,
The darkness has also faded from Amaru's heart.
he needs more despair in the world. Basically, this dude plans to channel despair into energy so he can revive the land of Sky. Standard bad guy stuff. He puts a sign on the ground and the earth starts shaking. Meanwhile, Sakura and Amaru both wake up. Naruto says Amaru should go back to the Leaf Village with Sakura and call backup, but Amaru wants to stay and help, so she and Naruto head inside the building, while Sakura leaves to get reinforcements. But the moment Sakura leaves, the ground starts shaking, and the building Naruto and Amaru went inside starts floating. It reveals a grand structure, and it's flying in the sky. I know this is bad news, but this looks really cool. Meanwhile, we see who Shikamaru's fourth teammate is. It's Shino. He snuck on board the enemy ships, and now his bugs are absolutely tearing them apart. As always with Shino, I can't decide whether that's badass or creepy. Probably a bit of both. Meanwhile, Naruto and Amaru are sneaking through the flying ruins, taking out Land of Sky shinobi along the way. They make it to the center, where they see Shino? What the hell? Amaru immediately goes and hugs him, but Naruto isn't so thrilled. He knows something is wrong. That's when Shino picks up Amaru by the head and throws her back at Naruto. What the hell? Turns out Shino belongs to the Land of Sky. His plan had two parts: infiltrate every village until he found out how to use the Zero Tails, and then use this flying palace, aka Angkor Vantian, to destroy all his enemies. According to Shino, the Zero Tails turns the despair in people's hearts to actual chakra, and that's what he needs. Amaru realizes her whole life has been a lie. She screams in pain, and the despair in her heart starts powering up Shino.
To me, you were nothing more than a convenient pawn in my plan.
What a sick, twisted, demented old geezer. Instead of using that power to resurrect the Zero Tails, Shino uses it to perform his body activation jutsu. Simply put, it returns the user's body to its prime. Now ripped and brimming with power, Shino fights Naruto. Well, calling it a fight is a bit generous. It's more like a beatdown of the cruelest nature. Shino slaps, punches, and throws Naruto all around the room, demanding Naruto show him the Nine Tails' power. When Naruto refuses, Shino then starts beating his ideals along with his ass. He says that the only reason humans have made it to the top of the food chain is that they're the cruelest of all animals. According to Shino, love is useless. After all, love doesn't conquer anything. I just know Shino is a capitalist. But Naruto disagrees. His heart is full of love for all the people he cares about, and it's that love that keeps him moving forward. He tries fighting again, but Shino has beaten him to a bloody pulp. He can barely move. Seeing this, Amaru loses all hope, so she takes out her scalpel and tries to cut her own throat, only for Naruto to stop her. He says she hasn't told Shino how she feels yet, and there's no way she can die without doing that. So Amaru confesses just how much Shino means to her, and the evil bastard just laughs.
I always loved you, Doctor!
Well, You old geezer! Unfortunately for Shino, this does two things. 1. It removes the despair in Amaru's heart, getting rid of Shino's power source. And 2. It infuriates Naruto. He finds his second wind and starts beating up the old man, tossing him around the room. Naruto's about to end it with a Rasengan when a bolt of lightning suddenly knocks it out of his hand. Yeah, you guessed it, Sasuke is here. Orochimaru has asked him to bring Shino in. He needs Shino's knowledge of the Zero Tails. Shino refuses, so Sasuke challenges him to a fight. Shino tries powering up but starts coughing and turns into an old man instead. Turns out, Sasuke attached his chakra points earlier, leaving him unable to power up. Kinda smart. Sasuke tells Shino to come with him, but the old bastard still has a trick up his sleeve. He distracts Sasuke with the Zero Tails scroll before dropping down into the floor. Sasuke goes after him, and after telling Amaru to look for her villagers, Naruto does the same. They chase Shino down and then find him standing in front of the Zero Tails. What's more, any chakra Sasuke and Naruto use get absorbed by the Zero Tails, so ninjutsu is pointless. Then, Shino becomes one with the Zero Tails and shows Naruto and Sasuke the true power of the Anchor Vantian, a death ray powerful enough to wipe out the 5 great nations. Naruto and Sasuke try to stop him, but he overwhelms and captures both of them. This looks bad. Meanwhile, Amaru finds the villagers and Hinata trapped inside a prison that is slowly sucking their chakra. So, she begins breaking the lock so she can free them. Back with Naruto, he and Sasuke figure out how to beat Shino. Since the Zero Tails absorbs chakra, they need to feed it more chakra than it can handle. Classic! The Zero Tails starts tweaking, giving Sasuke and Naruto the perfect opening to strike Shino down. But while they do stop Shino, the old man isn't done yet. Instead, he goes full-on kamikaze and unleashes the power of the Zero Tails, which starts growing and taking over the whole ship. Naruto and Sasuke make a run for it, as everyone on board gets swallowed up by the Zero Tails. Well, that's terrifying. Meanwhile, Amaru gets all the villagers and Hinata on board a flying ship. Naruto and Sasuke then show up. Amaru wants to stay back and help Naruto, but Sasuke just tosses her onto the ship and Naruto sends it off. Naruto then breaks the platform Sasuke is standing on, sending him falling too. Sasuke has no choice but to jump onto the flying ship, before floating off in his cursed mark form. Back on the Anchor Vantian, Naruto rests for a moment. The kid is exhausted. That's when he remembers Jiraiya's words about being gutsy and realizes he has one more thing left to do.
Gutsiness will always be just like mine.
So, he brings out a bunch of shadow clones and starts destroying the Anchor Vantian. Rasengans go flying here, there, and everywhere, as Naruto tears the place to shreds before blowing it up. As he falls, Amaru grabs one of the Sky Shinobi's wingsuits and grabs him from the air. It looks like they're gonna bite the dust, only for Gamabunta to break their fall. All's well that ends well. The next Naruto movie begins with Sai flying through the skies. He's chasing down some shinobi with a Kakai Genkai, aka a jutsu that can only be inherited genetically. Just when Sai thinks the trail has gone cold, he's ambushed by exploding feathers. He manages to dodge them, but his bird gets destroyed by another flyer in the skies, and he starts falling. Meanwhile, Naruto, Kakashi, and Sakura are going after Sai. Naruto acts rashly and just runs in after Sai, which leads them to having to fight off 2 supercharged shinobi lions. They manage to save Sai, but Naruto gets injured in the process. So, Sakura does what she always does, smacks him in the face and tells him off. Classic Naruto. Back in the Leaf Village, Kakashi gives Tsunade the report. Apparently, people with Kakai Genkai have been mysteriously disappearing from every major village, and the trail to each one goes cold at one place, Mount Shumisen. Tsunade thanks Kakashi for the good work and tells him that it'll be taken care of, something Kakashi isn't so sure of. Meanwhile, Shikamaru and the rest of Naruto's friends are hosting a party for Naruto and Sai recovering, only for Naruto and Sai to show up not fully recovered. Unfortunately, this leads to Sakura giving them both a beating before dragging their asses back to the hospital. Ouch! That's when Kakashi shows up with gifts for Sai and Naruto. He gives Sai a book on how to understand girls better. Give me a copy too, Kakashi-sensei. He then gives Naruto something special, the bells from the very first time they met. Kakashi accidentally crushed them, so he wants Naruto to fix them up. Before Naruto can refuse, Kakashi is already gone. Classic Kakashi. Meanwhile, some Anbu Black Ops head over to Mount Shumasen to investigate the missing Kekai Genkai users. Unfortunately, they come face to face with some white-haired guy who sucks up their energy. Since they were Earth-style users, Whitehead over here uses Earth Jutsu to take them out. That's when, back at the Leaf, Tsunade's assistant Shizune bursts into Tsunade's room and tells her to look at the sky. They go outside and they see the same white-haired guy. He's delivering a message to every major nation and village. His name is Hiruko, and he's using something called the Chimera Jutsu to steal the powers from the Kekai Genkai users he's kidnapped. Hiruko says that he just needs one more Kekai Genkai user. After that, he'll be invincible.
With that power, I will start the 4th Great Ninja War.
With that, the message ends, and Tsunade knows she's in big trouble. Oh, and Naruto slept through the whole thing, of course. Later, Tsunade is waiting for Gaara to come meet her, and we learn why she's so worried. Turns out, Hiruko used to belong to the Leaf Village, and because of that, the other nations suspect that the Leaf has something to do with Hiruko. Jeez! Tsunade needs to find and destroy Hiruko as fast as possible, otherwise she can't prove that the Leaf is innocent, and rival nations will start attacking them. No pressure though. While she's waiting, Gaara is on his way to meet her, when their delegation is attacked by the same exploding feathers Sai faced at the start of the movie. This stops them from showing up, making the situation go from bad to worse. Meanwhile, we see Hiruko preparing for his evil plan. He needs a solar eclipse, Mount Shumasen, 5 Kekai Genkai, and a man, whatever the hell that means, to reach his goal. Hiruko then says he's kept the best Kekai Genkai for last. After all, it belongs to an old friend of his. We then cut to Kakashi, who's having a dream which is really a flashback. We see that 10 years ago, Hiruko put a puppet master jutsu on Kakashi. Dang, he's been planning this for over a decade. Kakashi wakes up and tells this to Tsunade. Tsunade can't believe it and tells Kakashi to stay in the village. But Kakashi says he needs to go after Hiruko and asks Tsunade to apply a special type of jutsu formula to him. It's the only way to beat Hiruko. There's so much happening so fast. I need a drink. Much better. Carrying on. Meanwhile, Shikamaru is at Asuma's grave, paying his respects. Just like Asuma died to protect the youth of the village, Shikamaru promises to protect the next generation. On his way back, Shikamaru runs into Kakashi, who was visiting Rin and Obito's graves. That's when Kakashi asks Shikamaru for a favor. He needs Shikamaru to give Naruto a message. Later that night, Naruto finishes up his beloved Ichiraku ramen when he sees Kakashi walking by. He follows Kakashi, only to see him beating up the guards standing at the Leaf's entrance, cause he's actually being mind-controlled by Hiruko. Naruto tries chasing after Kakashi, but Shikamaru stops him. He then gives Naruto Kakashi's message: whatever happens, do not follow me after I leave the village. There's no way in hell Naruto is gonna accept that, so Shikamaru has no choice but to take him in by force. That's my guy, Shikamaru. Later, Tsunade tells Shikamaru, Sakura, and their friends that Kakashi is no longer associated with the Leaf Village and that no one is going after him. What?
No matter what happens, he's no longer your concern. And that includes chasing after him. I forbid it.
After the rest of them leave, Shikamaru then gives Tsunade the update, but Sakura is spying on them. After hearing what happened with Kakashi and learning that Naruto is locked up, Sakura immediately runs over to him. Things are heating up. We then see Naruto, who's wrapped up in a straitjacket and locked up inside a cell. That's when Sakura shows up and asks him what happened. After he fills her in, Sakura asks Naruto if he really thinks he can save Kakashi. Naruto says he can, but Sakura disagrees. They are gonna save Kakashi together. With that, she breaks him out rather aggressively, and the two head out after Kakashi. Shizune reports this to Tsunade, who sends out all of Naruto's friends after him? Seriously, Neji, Lee, Tenten, Choji, Ino, Kiba, Hinata, Shino, and even Sai are all there, and they're all going after Naruto and Sakura. Seems a bit excessive, but whatever. While the Sand Village prepares for war with the Leaf, Kakashi has made his way to Hiruko. Hiruko sends out his henchmen to welcome Kakashi and take out anyone who tries stopping them. Meanwhile, Naruto and Sakura catch up to Kakashi, only to be stopped by their friends. Shikamaru tells them to come back. It's the Hokage's orders. But Naruto just takes out the bells Kakashi gave him and reiterates the first lesson Kakashi taught them. In the ninja world, those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are even worse than scum. This convinces Naruto's friends to join his side, which is good because at that exact moment, they're attacked by Hiruko's snake summoning henchmen. Neji, Lee, and Tenten stay back to fight the first one, while Kiba, Shino, and Hinata take on the second and much hotter one. My bad. Meanwhile, Naruto, Sakura, and Ino Shikacho go after Kakashi. While they're running after Kakashi, Shikamaru tries to convince Naruto to back down, but he's having none of that bull. That's when the Leaf Shinobi gets attacked by the exploding feathers guy. It looks like it's gonna be trouble until Sai shows up. He distracts the exploding feathers guy and grabs Naruto and Sakura escaping. With that, Ino Shikacho have no choice. They're gonna fight exploding feathers guy, while Neji and Lee combine their badassery to take out the snake summoning guy. Kiba, Hinata, and Shino manage to incapacitate the hot summoning girl. Ino Shikacho also defeat exploding feathers guy, so he decides to go nuclear. He summons both of his teammates and uses the Chimera Jutsu on them. What does that mean? Well, he absorbs both of them, channeling their powers and turning into a giant snake lion bird monstrosity. Oh boy! While Shikamaru and his teammates are in some deep, Gaara is standing somewhere, and he's, well, aura farming. We all see the fit Gaara. He then remembers what happened. When exploding feathers guy attacked them, Jiraiya showed up and saved the Sand Shinobi. Not that Gaara needed saving, of course. Back in the present, the Sand Village is about to launch war on the Leaf, when Jiraiya shows up with a message from Gaara. He's alive and well. The Sand Village stops their attack, and Tamari asks Jiraiya a simple question. Where the hell is Gaara? Well, it's simple. Gaara's on his way to stop Naruto from going after Kakashi. Jiraiya fills him in on Kakashi's plan, and Gaara is gonna do everything in his power to stop Naruto. Unfortunately for Gaara, Naruto never quits. He summons a truckload of shadow clones and begins fighting Gaara. Naruto eventually breaks through Gaara's guard with a Rasengan, but he doesn't hit Gaara with it. Instead, he just punches the taste out of Gaara's mouth. Ouch! Meanwhile, the rest of the Leaf Shinobi catch up to Shikamaru and the others, and they all start fighting the monster in front of them. That's when the rest of them tell Shikamaru to go after Naruto. They'll handle the beast. So Shikamaru does as he's told and finds Gaara, who's, you guessed it, aura farming some more. He tells Shikamaru Naruto has gone ahead after seeing his resolve and his will of fire. Gaara had no choice but to let him go. Meanwhile, Naruto, Sakura, and Sai catch up with Kakashi, but it's no use. No matter what they say, Kakashi doesn't respond at all. They then see a mark on his arm. It's a jutsu formula. That's when Shikamaru arrives and tells them what's up. Lady Tsunade turned Kakashi into a living time bomb. The moment Hiruko tries to absorb him, Kakashi will explode, taking Hiruko out with him. Naruto loses it. How could Shikamaru and Tsunade agree to something like this? And I agree with every word that he just said.
You mean Granny Tsunade was willing to sacrifice Kakashi right from the very start? I won't let him! You hear me? I won't!
Even after learning this, Naruto refuses to give up and goes after Kakashi, and that's when everyone comes face to face with Hiruko. The bastard has finally shown himself. Hiruko then gives us his backstory. He used to be friends with Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, but unlike them, he sucked at being a shinobi. So he resorted to developing the Chimera Jutsu, which let him steal power from other living beings. Unfortunately for Hiruko, the Sanin took down his operation, and he was forced to escape the village. But now he's back, and with Kakashi's Sharingan, he's gonna become the perfect shinobi. Naruto and his friends aren't going to let that happen though, and they all attack. But it's useless. Hiruko uses the 4 Kakai Genkai he's already absorbed to whoop their asses before pushing them back. As Naruto and his friends lie there, Shikamaru says this is probably for the best. This way, only Kakashi will go down. I know Naruto disagrees with that. While Hiruko sets up his evil plan, Naruto gets into a spat with Shikamaru again. Shikamaru's POV is simple. He wants to stop Naruto because Kakashi's sacrifice is the most surefire way to protect the children of Leaf Village, and Naruto agrees with Shikamaru. That is, he agrees that they need to protect the children, but Naruto says they need to protect their friends too. After all, do they really want the children of the Leaf to inherit a village that gives up on its friends? Bars! Naruto's words deeply affect Shikamaru, who saves him from a trap before telling Naruto to go on and save Kakashi. At this point, I'm convinced Naruto could make a wall cry if he talked to it long enough. Oh, and Gaara is still aura farming! Naruto heads inside, only to see that Kakashi has been absorbed by Hiruko. However, being absorbed was the trigger to the jutsu formula Tsunade put on him. With the formula unlocked, Kakashi's Mangekyo Sharingan is activated, and he starts putting Hiruko into a pocket dimension. But Naruto knows Kakashi is gonna get swallowed up himself if he does that, so he brings out his shadow clones and his Rasengans and rescues his teacher. After a brief scare, Kakashi wakes up, and Naruto shows Kakashi the bells. He fixed them. He then repeats Kakashi's first lesson back to him, saying he'll never give up on his friends. Unfortunately, that means Hiruko is still alive. Oh boy.
The solar eclipse isn't over yet, so I can still kill you, Kakashi.
Hiruko says he still has time. All he has to do is kill Kakashi and absorb him. So he unleashes all of his power and summons the big snake lion bird monster the rest of Naruto's friends are fighting. Shikamaru, Sakura, and Sai start fighting it, while Naruto and Kakashi focus on Hiruko. In the heat of battle, Shikamaru is almost eaten by the monster until the rest of their friends show up. Together, they open a fresh can of whoop-ass for the monster, pounding it with all of their special moves. That's what I'm talking about! Meanwhile, Naruto summons 1,000 shadow clones with giant Rasengans to beat Hiruko, only for Hiruko to absorb them all and launch the combined chakra back at Naruto. No! Kakashi attacks from behind, but Hiruko gives him the same treatment. Naruto's shadow clones are still at it, but Kakashi says it's pointless until he sees something in the sky. It's Naruto, who's coming down with his wind-style Rasen Shuriken. Hiruko tries to absorb it, but he fails, and Naruto pelts him with it, taking him down once and for all. Tenten finishes off the monster with what has to be at least 1,000,000 paper bombs, and the day is saved. In the aftermath of the battle, Kakashi holds his old friend in his arms. Hiruko asks Kakashi where he went wrong, and Kakashi says it's simple. He abandoned his friends. Dang.
All alone you sought perfection. That was your mistake.
In his dying moments, Hiruko sees visions of all the friends he abandoned before dying in Kakashi's arms. As Kakashi put Hiruko on the ground, he sees Naruto being cheered by his friends, and just smiles. That kid has surpassed Kakashi by some distance already. Meanwhile, Gaara returns to his army and calls off the attack. Tsunade thanks Jiraiya for this, but Jiraiya says it was all Naruto. Back with Naruto, he gives Kakashi the bells back, and Kakashi says Naruto reminds him a lot of Obito, which everyone interprets as them being in love. Huh? Naruto runs off, scared of Kakashi, who's chasing him and trying to say it's all a misunderstanding. Well, that's one way to end an adventure. The next movie starts off with Naruto, Sakura, Sai, and Captain Yamato fighting some deadly puppets in a ruin in the desert called Loran. They're here to capture Mukade, a rogue ninja who's a powerful puppet master. Mukade's plan is to access something called the Ley Line, an underground source of chakra that was sealed away by the 4th Hokage. Unfortunately, by the time Team 7 gets there, Mukade has already opened the seal. A huge burst of energy follows, which swallows up Naruto and Yamato, leaving Sakura with tears in her eyes. The movie just started, man! Chill out! The next scene shows Naruto waking up in what I can only call an underground prison. Close to him, a mysterious girl is singing a song, rather beautifully might I add. Naruto tries talking to her, but she just runs away, and when Naruto tries following her, he's immediately greeted by Mukade's puppets. Naruto escapes through the roof of the prison and sees he's in some kind of futuristic haven, and it is breathtaking. He doesn't have much time for sightseeing though, as more of Mukade's puppets show up to take him down. They chase Naruto throughout the city, and Naruto is having a rough time. He eventually gets outnumbered, injured, and cornered. Just as the puppets are closing in, Naruto gets saved by a random shinobi in a mask. Random guy's teammates take care of the puppets, while he tells Naruto he's from the Hidden Leaf too. But who is he? Later, the masked guy and his team patch up Naruto. They then tell him where they are. Loran. Naruto is stunned. How can this be the same place he was in about an hour ago? The masked man says he can't reveal any details, and that Naruto should leave Loran at once, before literally disappearing into thin air. Kinda like every girl that I like. Anyway, with no idea what else to do, Naruto starts making his way out of Loran, when he sees the people of Loran gathering for a festival. Meanwhile, we see the girl that was in Naruto's prison earlier. Her name is Sara, and she's the queen of Loran. She's sitting in front of her late mother's throne. Sara misses her a lot. That's when Sara's advisor Anroku-san comes in and tells her that the people are waiting for her. So Sara gets in her queen outfit and steps onto her balcony, and is greeted by the cheers of her people. And as that happens, someone pushes her from behind and the floor underneath her gives. Naruto sees this and saves her life, only for her to slap him multiple times. Great. That's when the masked shinobi show up, and Naruto thinks that they're the ones targeting Sara, but they're not. Idiot. Later, as they're all discussing what's happening, Naruto says he doesn't understand a damn thing. Same, and demands some answers. So, the masked shinobi take off their masks, and wouldn't you know it, it's Shino's dad Shibi, Choji's dad Choza, and Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage and Naruto's dad. Naruto obviously doesn't know Minato is his dad yet, so he doesn't react much. Minato then tells him what's up. Basically, he, Choza, Shibi, and Kakashi were sent on a mission to Loran about 20 years before Naruto showed up. Naruto's been sent into the past, but because of the ley line, time is all messed up in Loran. Minato tells Naruto about Mukade. Despite the fact that Mukade was swallowed just seconds before Naruto, he's been in this past version of Loran for 6 years. However, that's when Sara jumps in. She says the man that showed up 6 years ago isn't some rogue ninja named Mukade. His name is Anroku-san, and he is a loyal friend of hers. Oh boy. Naruto and the others try convincing her otherwise, but Sara isn't budging. In fact, she says she's going to go to Anroku-san to ask him about it right now, which, of course, is a terrible idea. With Sara heading off, Minato tells Naruto to protect her while they look for Mukade. Minato then gives Naruto one of his special flying Raijin kunai, saying he'll show up when Naruto needs him.
This kunai looks really familiar.
Hang on to it for now.
If only they knew what they were to each other. Ugh. Meanwhile, Sara makes her way over to Anroku-san/Mukade when she's suddenly pulled into a room. Naruto follows her into the room, ready to fight, only for the people to immediately surrender. Turns out they're the citizens of Loran, and they have beef with Sara. Everyone in the room, including Naruto and Sara, then make their way out into the street. There, Sarai and Masako tell Sara why they hate her. Basically, Sara gave orders to capture Masako and Sarai's loved ones, and they haven't been seen since. Sara says that's ridiculous. She's never given an order like that. Plus, if she was such a bad ruler, why are all of these people celebrating her? That's when Naruto realizes what's going on. He takes out his chakra blade and shows everyone the truth. The supposed crowd cheering for Sara is full of puppets. Wait, what? Sara can't believe her eyes until she sees Mukade has replaced her with a puppet too. That's messed up on levels I don't even want to think about. Seeing this, Sara is depressed beyond reason and just runs off. Naruto chases her and finds her sitting in a church. According to Sara, her mother used to bring her here all the time as a kid and sing to her. Naruto convinces Sara not to give up hope. She needs to hold on to what her mother left her and save the people people of Laran. This works. Sada agrees and comes up with a plan. As the queen, she can sense the power in the ley line. So, if Naruto takes her there, she can find the center of the factory that makes all the puppets and shut it down. With a little help from Masako and Sarai, Naruto and Sada successfully infiltrate the puppet factory. There, they see the truth. The real people of Laran are being used as slave labor to make puppets. So, Naruto takes Sada to the center, and she cuts off the ley line's power to the factory, stopping the puppet production. Let's go! Unfortunately, that's when Anrokuzan shows up. He confesses to being Mukade and says he doesn't need the ley line anymore. He has enough puppets. With that, he mobilizes his army ready to take down Naruto and Sada. Naruto tells Sada to make a break for it and fights the puppets to clear a path for her. But there are just too many damn puppets. Mukade overwhelms Naruto and traps him inside a big puppet, which starts draining his chakra. He then tells Sada the truth. Mukade not only killed her mother, but he's been manipulating her ever since.
Don't tell me. You're the one who killed my mother!
Did you just now realize the truth, Sarah?
Despite having an entire factory of them, Mukade's greatest puppet was Sada. Damn! Hearing this, Sada drops to her knees in despair, and Mukade moves in for the kill. That's when Naruto channels the Nine-Tails chakra and saves Sada's life. He's pissed. Mukade tries trapping him inside the puppet, but Naruto unleashes his chakra and bursts out. He lunges at Mukade and punches the taste out of his mouth, only to see that Mukade has turned himself into a puppet. I bet Sasori is proud. Mukade then transforms into a giant spider puppet monster and starts attacking Naruto and Sada. He corners them and is about to deliver the final blow when explosions start taking out his puppets. That's right, the Leaf Shinobi, including young Kakashi, are here and they're kicking ass. Their attack gives Sada the time to free the prisoners and take them above ground. Meanwhile, Naruto and the others begin tearing Mukade apart. They beat him senseless and send him falling down a hole, but Mukade isn't done. Far from it. Instead, he takes the parts from his other puppets and transforms into a bigger, more devious monster. Well, this can't be good. Meanwhile, Sada leads the prisoners back to their families, and they're all grateful to her. But they don't have time for reunions, because Mukade has brought the fight to the surface. Naruto and the others fight Mukade while Sada takes her people to safety, but Mukade isn't interested in fighting the Leaf Shinobi. He wants Sada dead, and he wants her dead now. Mukade chases Sada down and takes control of her body with his chakra strings, forcing Sada to choke herself. Mukade says she is a puppet queen and she's served her purpose, so she needs to go now. That's when Naruto shows up and cuts the strings, saying Sada is not a puppet. She never has been. With that, Sada tears off her stupid rich princess clothes and says she has a plan. She can shut down the ley line at its core. That's why Mukade wants her dead. So, Sada takes her people to the core, which happens to be the first place she met Naruto. Shibi and Choza tell Naruto to go with Minato and protect Sada, while they take on Mukade. Shibi covers him with chakra-sucking insects, while Choza goes supersize and punches him, but it's useless. Mukade is taking power directly from the ley line, which means he has infinite chakra. Shibi uses his insects to get this message to Minato, who's not surprised. That's when Mukade bursts in and is looking to end Sada. Naruto tries running him down with a Rasengan, but it's pointless. So Minato tells him to look after Sada. He has a plan. Minato then uses a bajillion kunai to damage Mukade, revealing his weak spot. The only problem with that is the evil bastard heals way too quickly for Super Dad here to actually damage Mukade. Meanwhile, Sada runs into a problem of her own. The door to the ley line is blocked shut. Oh no. Luckily for Sada, she has her people to rely on. Together, they manage to open the door, only for Sada to lock them all inside for safety. With the people now safe, Sada heads over to the ley line center to shut it off once and for all. Naruto does everything he can to buy her time, including a Rasen Shuriken, but Mukade is unfazed by its attacks. He's about to end Naruto when Minato shows up and saves him. Together, Naruto and Minato combine the Rasengans to form an ultimate Rasengan. Minato then uses the same kunai attack from before to open Mukade's weak spot, and as Sara shuts down the ley line, Naruto hits Mukade with the ultimate Rasengan, tearing half his body off. Let's go! Mukade, now knowing he can't win, decides to go kamikaze and jumps right into the ley line. He's gonna blow himself to hell and take everyone with him. The floor starts crumbling, and Naruto saves Sara from falling. Bro has saved her 10 times at this point, twice from just falling. Unfortunately, the bridge they're on gives way, and they all start falling, only for Yamato to save them at the last second. Look who finally decided to show up. After that, Minato seals the ley line for good, putting an end to their nightmare. With the ley line sealed, Yamato and Naruto start getting teleported back to their timeline. Naruto, by this point, has figured out Minato is his dad and he wants to talk to him. But Minato just says he knows there'll be a time when they'll speak in the future. Minato then says that if he ever had a son, he'd want him to be just like Naruto. Hearing that, Naruto starts crying, and so do I.
If I have a son, I can think of no better wish for him than to grow up to be a shinobi like you.
With that, Minato casts a jutsu to make them forget everything that happened here. Time travel shenanigans. And Naruto and Yamato are sent back. What's more, when they get back to their timeline, it's only been like 30 seconds, and when they wake up, they don't remember a damn thing. Well, at least we know it happened. When they get outside, Naruto sees someone approaching them. It's Sara. Wrong. It's actually Sara's daughter, who came here because she sensed a disturbance in the ley line. What's more, she has the blade Naruto gave Sara. She says it's her mother's keepsake, and it was given to her by a hero. With that, Sara's daughter takes off. Naruto says he feels like he knows her from somewhere, which Sakura takes as him being a pervert and smacks him in the head. Everything's back to normal, I guess. This next one kicks off with the Raikage asking his subordinates, Samui, Amoi, and Karui, about a prison called Hozuki Castle. Apparently there's a box inside the castle that can grant any wish. The Raikage thinks that this is a big problem and is coordinating with all the other Kage to look for this box, even if it's just a rumor. That's when the room is suddenly filled with sleeping gas and everyone starts passing out. The lights go off and someone attacks the Raikage. Luckily, the old man is far too skilled to be taken out by some sleeping gas and returns the attack on the intruder. That's when we see who it is. It's Naruto. What? Naruto just smirks before escaping out the window. What the hell is happening here? The next day, Tsunade calls Team 7 to deliver some disturbing news. Apparently, there have been attacks on every single major village by a rogue shinobi, and every single description of the attacker fits one person, Naruto. Naruto pleads his innocence, but Tsunade has no choice. Yamato locks him up, and Tsunade says that until the issue is resolved, Naruto is being sent to Hozuki Castle, and there is no escaping that place. We're just off to a lovely start, aren't we? The next scene sees Naruto being transported to Hozuki Castle. There, he meets Lord Mui, the man in charge of the prison. Naruto tries pleading his innocence, but Mui doesn't care. To him, every inmate in Hozuki Castle is the same. Mui then just removes Naruto's cage before using his celestial prison jutsu on Naruto. With this jutsu on him, if Naruto uses chakra, his body will start burning up like it's on fire. What's more, if he goes too far away from Mui, his body will just catch fire and he'll die. Yeesh. Sure, Naruto could escape through the water surrounding the prison. He wouldn't catch fire if he did, but the tides are too rapid. He'd drown in an instant. With that, Naruto is incarcerated. Later, Naruto gets into a spat with another prisoner who's locked up for murder, but another prisoner wearing a bandana tells Naruto to calm down. down. Bandana says Naruto's already locked up. There's no point in saying he's innocent, and she's got a point. Later, Naruto gets the full prison experience in his physical exam, getting harassed by the prison guards. Meanwhile, Mui calls in one of his men, Maroi, and tells him it's time. What is it time for, you ask? Well, to kidnap Naruto and use him for experiments because he is a Jinchuriki. Of course. Great! Just great. Unfortunately for Mui and Maroi, when they start their experiments, they realize Naruto doesn't have the Celestial Prison brand on him. This one is a shadow clone. The real Naruto is on the roof and is making a break for it. I'm not even surprised. Unfortunately for him though, the effect of the Celestial Prison jutsu is too much. Halfway through his escape, Naruto just passes out, and the guards lock his ass up in solitary confinement. While Naruto gets his mugshots taken, iconic, we see Mui in a meeting with some masked figures. Turns out he's an evil dirtbag working with other evil dirtbags to overthrow the 5 great nations, and they need Naruto's Jinchuriki power to do it. Shocker. Meanwhile, Naruto is sitting inside solitary confinement when he hears a voice talking to him. The voice tells him one thing: beat Mui and the Celestial Prison Jutsu will disappear. So, the moment Naruto gets out of solitary confinement, he challenges Mui to a fight, only to get his ass whooped and sent right back to solitary confinement. Damn. We then see Mui go to what the Raikage was talking about, the box, which looks more like a seal on the wall. Creepy. Anyway, 5 days later, Naruto is released from SC and he heads over to have lunch. But when he gets in the cafeteria, everyone is staring at him, and one inmate, who is Moroi of all people, gets up and walks toward him. Naruto is ready for a fight, only for everyone to start clapping. Huh? Turns out, everyone respects the fact that Naruto both tried to break out and fight Mui in his first week in prison.
You knew you didn't have a chance, but you went ahead and took on the big man anyway. Not a lot of guys would do that.
Speaking of fighting Mui, a bunch of prisoners outside decide to gang up on him so they can get rid of the Celestial Prison Jutsu. Unfortunately, Mui is a total badass who doesn't just beat them, he hurts them badly. Naruto wants to fight Mui again, but Moroi stops him. There's no point. And as the two are talking, Bandana is listening to them from behind a pillar. Later that evening, Naruto takes out a guard and steals his uniform. Now disguised, Naruto makes his way out of the prison. His plan: jump into the very angry waters below him and swim back. It's not a great plan, and Bandana agrees with me because she shows up behind Naruto and tells him. Naruto says he can't just sit around and wait for someone to prove his innocence. So he jumps into the water. Bandana then takes off her bandana and jumps in after him. So if Bandana takes her bandana off, should I call her no bandana, or do I just give a silent pause where her name is supposed to be? Turns out, Bandana was right about this being a bad idea. Naruto gets swallowed up by the current, hits his head on a rock, and passes out. Bandana saves his life and takes him out of the water. Later, they're warming up by a fire when Bandana gives him some much-needed information. Her name is Ryuzetsu, and she's a spy. Okay, cool. Well, at least that clears up the name confusion. Here's how the story goes. Basically, back around the time of the Sage of Six Paths, the hidden grass village came along the Box of Paradise, the same one the Raikage was talking about. With it, the hidden grass almost conquered the entire world. Then, suddenly, they were destroyed. No one knows what happened. Ever since then, the hidden grass has been split up into 2 factions. The Seeds, who want to reopen the box and do evil and the Flowers, who want peace and are trying to stop the Seeds' evil plan. Ryuzetsu is a member of the Flowers, and she's here to stop Mui. Turns out, Mui is the one who framed Naruto. Why? Because he needs Naruto's Jinchuriki power to open the gate the box is sealed behind. According to Ryuzetsu, Mui is so desperate to get to the box, he even sacrificed his own son's life to do it. That's some despicable right there. Ryuzetsu says she needs Naruto's help. They have to take down Mui and destroy the box, ending the Hidden Grass's conflict once and for all. Naruto agrees, and so they both head back to Hozuki Castle. Back inside the prison, Ryuzetsu, who I'm just gonna call Ryu from now on, is having a flashback. Turns out she was friends with Mui's son, Muku. Actually, it looks like they may have been a bit more than friends. Anyway, Ryu and Muku were very close, until Mui used Muku to try to open the gate. Ever since then, Ryu has been against opening the box and has done everything in her power to stop Mui. Meanwhile, Naruto is remembering all of his friends and loved ones back in the leaf, and it gives him hope. The next day, Naruto challenges Mui again, leading to the same outcome. But Naruto tells Mui how much the leaf means to him. He's not giving up on it just yet. You're damn right he isn't giving up. Later that night, Ryu is let out of her prison by an inside man. She heads over to Mui's room. She's gonna kill him. Unfortunately, that's not Mui. It's Maroi in disguise, who turns the tables on Ryu. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Mui's fellow masked evildoers meet Kazan, the man who disguised himself as Naruto and committed all those crimes. They kill his ass too, meaning there's basically nothing that could lead back to them now. Great! The next day, we see Maroi talking to Ryu? Huh? Turns out, Maroi didn't kill Ryu or even turn her in. Maroi says that even though their end goals are different, they want the same thing: to see Mui kick the can. Ryu doesn't trust Maroi, but Maroi says she has no choice. He's gonna set the stage for her. The rest is up to her. Meanwhile, Naruto is meditating inside solitary confinement and keeps doing so until a guard comes and takes him out. But Naruto leaves a shadow clone behind, and it's in Sage mode. Things are heating up. Ryu tells Naruto about Maroi's plan, and they decide to go for it. So, Naruto and Ryu start a fake fight, which leads to a real brawl, which leads to the entire damn prison turning into a riot. As the guards struggle to contain the prisoners, Ryu takes on Mui, while Naruto sneaks into Mui's hideout, looking to destroy the Box of Paradise. Unfortunately, the person Ryu is fighting is an imposter. The real Mui was waiting for Naruto to show up with his masked buddies. Together, they knock him out and capture him. It was all a setup. Oh god, this is horrible! While Mui begins the process of using the Nine Tails chakra to unlock the box, Maroi is standing on the roof, and he sends a signal. Who does he send it to? Guess you're gonna have to stick around to find out. That's when Naruto wakes up and sees Mui draining his chakra. Naruto uses Sage mode to break out of it, but he was napping for too long. The Box of Paradise has been unleashed. As everything around the box starts crumbling, Naruto and Mui make their way back to the surface. Mui makes it there first, and his masked buddies are waiting for him to use the box to bring the hidden grass back to its former glory. So, Mui opens the box and makes his wish to see his son again. Huh? Turns out, since the day he sacrificed Muku, Mui has lost all interest in the hidden grass. All he wants is to be with his son again. God damn, that was some twist. That's when Mui's imposter shows up, and we see it was Kazan. Mui saved him from dying and used him to trick the seeds. I did not see that coming. Kazan starts fighting the seeds, while the Box of Paradise grants Mui's wish. As Ryu, Naruto, Maroi, and the rest of the prisoners watch in disbelief, a fully grown Muku walks out from the Box of Paradise. Mui greets his son and apologizes for what he did, only for Muku to shove his hand through his father's chest, killing him instantly. What? Kazan tries taking on Muku and dies the same way. Naruto asks Muku what the hell he's doing, but Ryu stops him. She then removes her bandana and asks Muku to stop this madness. She wants him to go back to the way he was. But not only does Muku not go back to normal, he turns into a horrific monster instead. He begins killing the heads of the seeds as well as the prisoners, all of whom get sucked up inside the box. Naruto activates Sage mode and tries attacking both Muku and the box, but no matter what he does, he just can't seem to land any attacks.
I tried breaking it countless times from inside. It's indestructible.
So, Naruto decides to bring in some reinforcements and summons Gamabunta. But Gamabunta takes one look at the Box of Paradise and the monster Muku has turned into and immediately gets some distance from him. Gamabunta knows all about the Box of Paradise, and he tells Naruto it's bad news. Turns out, the monster Muku turned into is called Satori. It's the agent of the box. The box itself is a sham. It doesn't grant wishes, it only causes destruction. What's more, Satori can read minds. That's why Naruto can't land any of his attacks. Satori already knows what attack is coming. Still, Gamabunta and Naruto give it their all and get their asses kicked anyway. What's worse, Naruto uses up all of his sage energy. That means he's back to normal chakra and the celestial prison kicks in. Of all the times! Unable to move, Naruto is completely at Satori's mercy as he launches a devastating attack. But when the dust clears, Naruto is completely unharmed. And that's because Killer Bee showed up to save him. And it's not just Bee. All of his friends from the Leaf are there. Even Tsunade. She tells Naruto that this was all part of his secret mission. They never doubted him for a second. What's more, even Maroi was on their side. He was sent by Killer Bee to take care of Naruto, which is kinda crazy cause I swear he tried to kill Naruto at least once. Anyway, Naruto says he has a plan, but for it to work, he needs to go into Sage mode. So, while Naruto concentrates, his friends buy him time by fighting with Satori. Meanwhile, the prisoners make a run for it, only to get burnt to a crisp as soon as they cross the prison limits. Ouch! While Naruto charges up Sage mode, Ryu tries getting through to Muku as he fights the Leaf Shinobi and Bee, but it's useless. Muku/Satori won't listen to her and they can't hit him. That's when Naruto gets done charging up Sage mode and absolutely blasts Satori. Turns out Satori doesn't read minds, he reacts to fear. And since Naruto has removed all his fear, Satori can't sense his movements. Naruto begins laying the smackdown on Satori as they go back and forth with their ideologies. Satori says cutting off all ties is the only way to become strong. That's how he got all his power. But Naruto disagrees. For him, his bonds with other people are his strength, and he's not going to let Satori hurt them.
Wanting to protect those ties at all costs. That's where real strength comes from.
With that, Satori moves in for the kill. Naruto charges up a Rasengan, but he's too late. Satori's going to stab him until Ryu jumps in the way. No! Naruto still gets stabbed, but Ryu gets the worst of it. That's when Naruto says he's had enough of this. Since Satori isn't willing to listen to reason, Naruto's gonna pull out all the stops, and he has help, because the fact that the Celestial Prison Jutsu is still active can only mean one thing. Mui is still alive. Naruto calls out to Mui, who slowly but surely gets back to his feet. Naruto then uses his shadow clones to hold Satori in place, while Mui uses the last of his strength to use Celestial Prison on Satori. Naruto then blasts him with a Rasen Shuriken, getting rid of Satori and leaving Muku behind. In the aftermath, Muku shares a wholesome moment with his dad before pushing him off. Okay? He then apologizes to Ryu as he seals himself back inside the box of paradise. And that leaves Mui, Ryu, and Naruto passed out, each one with a hole in their chest. Oh god, oh god, oh god. With Mui finally gone, the prisoners try to make a run for it, only for the Leaf Shinobi and Killer Bee to round them all up. Suckers. Meanwhile, Ryu gets up and walks over to the box, grieving the loss of Muku all over again. That's when a bunch of glowing lanterns appear all over the place. Though Muku is gone, his spirit is sending one final goodbye to Ryu, and she accepts it.
If I could make a wish, you know what it would be? I wish I could just live in peace. Right here.
Give me a moment while I cry my eyes out. God! We then cut to Sakura, who's desperately trying to heal Naruto, but it's no use. He's lost too much blood. That's when Ryu steps in. On the verge of losing her own life, Ryu uses her ace card, Life Transference. With this jutsu, she can revive anyone at the cost of her own life. So, Ryu sacrifices herself to save Naruto, saying he needs to be the guiding light for his people, just like Muku was for her.
I have no doubt about it, Muku. This boy will be able to protect all the things that you and I wanted to protect.
Naruto wakes up and realizes what's happened, but his friends tell him not to worry about it now. He's been through enough already, and I agree with them. If I had a nickel for every time someone revived Naruto, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. The movie then ends with Killer Bee hiding away in the box of paradise at the bottom of the ocean, while Naruto and the others bury Mui and Ryu. Naruto bids them goodbye, promising to be the guiding light for his village. And as someone who's finished Naruto Naruto, I can confirm he fulfilled that promise. The Road to Ninja movie kicks off with the classic scene from Naruto Shippuden, Madara summoning the Nine Tails to attack the Hidden Leaf. Minato brings Kushina and a newly born Naruto to safety before heading out to fight the beast himself. This guy has aura. We then cut to present day, where Naruto and all his friends are taking on the Akatsuki. What's even more, even the Akatsuki members that are supposed to be dead, like Hidan, Kakuzu, and Deidara, are there. Naruto and his friends don't know what's going on, but they go after the Akatsuki anyway. They start making a plan, which Naruto ruins by going in head first with a Rasengan. God damn it, Naruto.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
This leads to an all-out brawl, and the Leaf Shinobi are kicking some Akatsuki ass. In fact, it gets so bad that the Akatsuki actually retreat by disappearing into the ground. Weird. Sai managed to cut off Kakuzu's hand, so they take the hand back to Tsunade and give her the mission report. Later that day, all of Naruto's friends are being congratulated by their parents, who are thinking of recommending their kids for Jonin. Except for Sakura. Her parents are trolling her in front of everyone. Unfortunately, there's no one to recommend Naruto, and that really upsets him. He then goes home and opens his door with a smile, only to remember there's no one waiting for him at home. Damn. So Naruto goes to the only man he can, Ikura-sensei. They meet at Ichiraku Ramen, where Naruto asks Iruka if he can recommend Naruto for Jonin, but Iruka refuses. Naruto needs to become a Chunin before he can become a Jonin. As Iruka puts it, no one gets special treatment. Even Minato had to go through the proper ranks before he became a Jonin, and eventually became Hokage. But Naruto says maybe Minato shouldn't have been Hokage. That way, at least he'd be alive to welcome his son home. Damn! Naruto then takes his frustration out on the ramen and just leaves the shop. You know how depressed he has to be to not eat ramen? As Naruto is walking through the village, he hears shouting come from one of the houses. Turns out it's Sakura's home. She's mad at her parents for not supporting her like the other parents did, and she just storms out of the house. She then sees Naruto and grabs him, saying they're going on a date. Not really though. As they sit on the park swings, Sakura says she hates how her parents act. She thinks she'd be better off without them. Naruto is about to tell her how bad being an orphan is when Madara shows up. Naruto and Sakura attack him, but he dodges both of their attacks before throwing up something in front of the moon. One blinding light later, Madara is gone. Naruto and Sakura are thinking what to do next when they see Hinata, Kiba, and Shino walk by. So they head over to tell them about Madara, but not only do they have no idea who Madara is, they're completely different. Kiba hates Akamaru, and Hinata is bold instead of shy. She accuses them of being on a date and tells Sakura she'd kill her if she laid a hand on Naruto. Damn! Confused, Naruto and Sakura make a run for it. Oh, and everyone keeps calling Naruto Menma for some reason. What the actual what? It gets worse though, because they run into Shikamaru, Choji, and Ino next. And wouldn't you know it, Shikamaru is acting like an idiot. Choji is the sensible one now, and Ino is kind and shy instead of her usual boasting self. That's when Naruto and Sakura look at the Hokage's faces, and it's not Minato's face as the fourth Hokage, it's Sakura's dad. What? Just when you think it can't get any crazier, guess who shows up? That's right, none other than this asshole himself, Sasuke Uchiha is here. What's more, he's acting like he never left the village at all, and everyone seems to share that sentiment. What is happening here? Naruto and Sakura head to the public bath with their friends to investigate more and come to the same conclusion. Everyone they know is the exact opposite. Shikamaru's an idiot, Ino is shy, Kiba hates dogs, Neji is a pervert, which is really hard to believe, and Sasuke, well, Sasuke actually seems the same. Neji gets caught by Hinata being a pervert, and that's when Rock Lee drops from the roof. So they call him a pervert too, and everyone starts chasing him. Naruto and Sakura decide to follow. They need to get to the bottom of this. Turns out, Lee actually is a pervert, which just confuses Naruto and Sakura even more. They then conclude that they've been sent to some parallel world. If it was Genjutsu, they'd have broken out already. Sakura says they need to play along for now and gather info. So for now, Naruto is Menma. That's a stupid name. Anyway, Sakura goes home and realizes something. Since everyone was calling her parents heroes, that means that they died protecting the village, which means Sakura has finally gotten her wish. She's alone, and she seems seems happy about it for now. Meanwhile, Naruto realizes that Sakura's dad being the hero means his parents are alive. So he rushes to his apartment only to find another lady living there who throws all the furniture in her house on his head. Ow! Meanwhile, Obito meets with Zetsu, and we see that the Akatsuki everyone was fighting were just white Zetsu clones. Madara explains what he's done to Naruto and Sakura. He's used an experimental jutsu called Limited Tsukuyomi to send them to a parallel world. Yeah, this is bad. Obito then heads into the parallel world, where he meets another masked man. This dude has evil written all over him, and Obito's here to help him. He offers the masked man more power. Oh boy. The next day, Sakura's day starts with Sasuke checking up on her before giving her a rose. Yeah, right? While Naruto had to sleep in the streets because he didn't have a home, Sakura is being celebrated as a hero by everyone in the village, and she's enjoying the attention. Naruto doesn't like this arrangement very much, so they both decide to head to the only place they can think of, Lady Tsunade. There, they realize that there's a masked man in this world who's gathering the tailed beasts too, but before they can say anything, Naruto hears a familiar voice behind him, and he turns around to see his parents. So they are alive? Naruto expresses his shock at seeing them alive, which makes Kushina punch his teeth in. That is no way to greet your mother. Classic Kushina. Minato and Kushina then fill Tsunade in. Apparently, the only way to beat this masked man is the Red Moon Scroll, which Jiraiya left to get. Unfortunately, while he managed to get the scroll and hide it somewhere, Jiraiya was seriously injured and died in the process. So, Tsunade says Minato, Kushina, Guy, and Kakashi are going to go on a mission to retrieve the scroll. Naruto asks for him and Sakura to go too. Tsunade disagrees at first, but when Minato insists, she budges. Later, Naruto is walking with Sakura and he's pissed off. He says he refuses to play house with a bunch of fakes, but when he gets home, he is quickly reminded how terrifying his mom can be. So, he plays along. He then gets to talk to his dad, who seems to have the utmost belief in Naruto, before seeing a photo album of his childhood, and his parents are there in every picture. Man, the look on his face says it all. I'm gonna go cry for an hour now. The next day, Kakashi and Guy show up with completely switched personalities. Kakashi is motivated and joyful, while Guy is tired and lazy. Now that's just weird. They head out on the mission, but Naruto is still not accepting Minato and Kushina as his parents. He still thinks they're fakes. Meanwhile, we see Madara helping the other masked man, telling him the Leaf Shinobi are on the move. Spooky. Speaking of the Leaf Shinobi, they get to where Jiraiya sealed the scroll. Naruto barges in and triggers the trap Jiraiya had set, bringing out Gamabunta and a bunch of other toads. They don't know Naruto or Minato in this world and begin fighting. During the scuffle, Naruto is about to get hit with some acid until Kushina jumps in and saves him. While Naruto tries to understand why she would do that, Minato retrieves the scroll, sending the toads back home. Later, while Sakura heals Kushina, Minato tells Naruto he messed up, but Naruto argues back. He says he didn't ask Kushina to help him, and he could have handled it on his own, only for Minato to slap him. Damn! Minato says parents don't think about protecting their children. It just happens. That's when Kushina shows up and runs at Naruto. He braces himself for another punch, but Kushina hugs him instead. She's glad he isn't hurt, and at that moment, Naruto accepts it. These really are his parents. They get the scroll back to the Leaf Village, and Kakashi wants to use it immediately. But Tsunade says not yet. They have to wait until the moon is bloodstained. Later, Sakura is talking with Naruto when he suddenly says he has something to do. That something turns out to be going home. Naruto wants to spend time with his parents. That is so damn sweet. Meanwhile, Sakura is getting the full Orphan of Heroes experience, and it's not going well for her. She realizes how miserable Naruto's life has been all this time, and she hates it. She tries going to Sasuke for help, only to find out he's the village playboy, handing out roses like they're candies. Asshole! Sakura decides she's had enough and runs over to Naruto's house to talk to him, only to see him celebrating Kushina's birthday. Seeing how happy Naruto is, Sakura just backs off. Aww. Meanwhile, the masked man decides to make his move on the Leaf Village. The following night, Sakura calls Naruto over to talk and asks him a simple question. Is he happy here? Naruto doesn't answer, but they both know the truth. Yes, Naruto is happy to be with his mom and dad, but unfortunately, this world is fake and they have to find a way out. Just then, there's an explosion in the Hokage's office. The masked man is there with his crew and he wants Tsunade to hand over the Red Moon Scroll. Tsunade refuses and Kakashi, Guy, Kushina, and Minato show up to protect her. Unfortunately, the masked bad guys are super OP and they knock out Tsunade. Minato manages to save her, but he and the others get trapped and have their chakra drain. Just before they're killed, Naruto and Sakura show up. They manage to take away the masked dude's attention, but still get their asses beat. Minato manages to save Naruto, but Sakura gets captured. The masked man gives them a deal. They either give him the scroll or he kills Sakura. The masked man and his crew disappear, but not before he unleashes an almighty push jutsu on the leaf, tearing it to shreds. No! When Naruto wakes up, he sees the village has been destroyed and that Sakura is missing. The scroll is still safe though. Naruto wants to go after the masked man and save Sakura, and Minato refuses. He says they don't have that kind of talent or manpower. What's more, his parents don't want to see Naruto get hurt. Damn! And that's when Naruto gets it. These guys aren't his parents at all. Sure, they love him, but Naruto's real parents didn't just love him, they believed in his strength. They had strong ideals, and they entrusted the village to his protection. His parents weren't scared of Naruto dying. They believed in him so much that they sacrificed their lives to save him. So he tells them the truth. He's not from this world. His name is not Menma, and he is going to save Sakura. But he's not just going there. He's going there in style. Aura Farming the sequel. Naruto heads over to where the masked man has Sakura held captive and begins throwing hands with him. But something's off. Naruto feels something weird inside him. The masked man uses this to summon his masked buddies, and Naruto is seriously outgunned. That's when backup arrives, and it's the Akatsuki? Turns out they're a mercenary for hire group in this world, and they're here to help Naruto. Never thought I'd be happy to see these bastards. While the other Akatsuki members take on the masked summons, Itachi frees Sakura before scaring off Madara. Chad! Meanwhile, Naruto chases the masked man inside this huge training building. The masked man ambushes Naruto, he brings out his shadow clones, and the fight begins. But no matter how many shadow clones he uses, Naruto can't even scratch him. Even Sage Mode does nothing to help. So, Naruto pulls out his Rasen Shuriken, and the masked man pulls out his super move, and they both smack it into each other. A huge explosion erupts, and that's when Naruto realizes it. As the mask crumbles away, Naruto realizes the person under the mask is this world's version of Naruto. Oh my god! That's why Naruto has been feeling uneasy. It's the Nine Tails inside him losing its mind. Evil Naruto is done with this and calls back his summons so he can summon his own Nine Tails. He begins chasing Naruto with it, while the Akatsuki grab Sakura and take her to safety. They weren't paid to fight no damn Nine Tails. Real! As Madara watches on, Naruto does his best to lead evil Naruto away from Sakura before attacking with a bunch of clones. But he just gets thrown into the water. He's just too weak. This is bad. While he's drowning, the Nine Tails inside Naruto trash talks him for losing to a fake version of himself. Rude. Before offering him a deal. Just this once, he'll give Naruto his power. Why? Because he hates Madara even more than he hates Naruto. So, Naruto undoes the seal, and with that, the stage is set. Nine Tails versus Nine Tails. Naruto versus Naruto. The fight begins, and it's exactly as destructive as you would expect. As the Akatsuki and Sakura watch on from a safe distance, Naruto and his Nine Tails manage to overpower evil Naruto and his. With both tailed beasts out of the picture, Naruto punches evil Naruto's face into next Wednesday as they both fall to the ground. Naruto has beaten evil Naruto, but the fight isn't over yet because since Naruto opened his seal, it's the perfect chance for Madara to steal the Nine Tails. He takes over evil Naruto's body and their fight begins. Naruto is super weak at this point, but there's some hope because the moon is red. Naruto brings out the scroll, and Madara just cuts it and places Naruto under his genjutsu, making him forget everything. He then starts removing the Nine Tails, only for Sakura to save him. While Sakura buys him some time, Naruto tries to remember who he is, and it doesn't take him long. After all, he's the student of Master Jiraiya and the son of Minato Namikaze. How could he ever forget that? With that, we get a 1-to-1 recreation of when Minato hit Madara with his own Rasengan. Is this fan service? Yes. Do I care? Hell no! Madara comes out of evil Naruto's body and attacks one more time, only for Kushina and Minato to show up. Madara accepts defeat and heads back to his world. Meanwhile, Minato and Kushina go over to evil Naruto, aka Menma. While they're with him, Naruto and Sakura start getting transported back to their own world. Holding back tears, Naruto smiles and thanks Minato and Kushina for everything. Though they only spent a little while together, Naruto is grateful for every second.
Thanks, okay? My whole life, I've never known anything like this.
With that, Naruto and Sakura get sent back to their own world, and Naruto's Hokage outfit crumbles away. Meanwhile, Zetsu is with Madara and says it's a shame. They almost had the Nine Tails. But Madara isn't too worried. This bastard has other tricks up his sleeve. Naruto and Sakura give the report to Tsunade and Kakashi, who are glad they're back safe. When they head back, Sakura runs into her parents, and instead of hating them, she just hugs them and cries. With that, Naruto asks Sakura out on a real date, and she says no. Ouch. Later, Naruto heads back home, only to see someone's there. It's Iruka-sensei. Turns out, he felt bad for being harsh on Naruto, so he brought some snacks for him. Seeing this, Naruto's eyes swell up with tears. Sure, he may have lost his parents, but he has people that love him. As he puts it, a ninja is one who endures, and Naruto will endure anything for the people he loves. And I think that's beautiful. The last movie starts with us getting a refresher on the whole Sage of Six Paths and Kaguya storyline, before we cut to a very young Hinata, who's being bullied because of her Byakugan. Kids can be so ruthless. Fortunately for her, Naruto is nearby, and he immediately jumps in to save her. Unfortunately for Naruto, he can't make shadow clones just yet, and gets his ass handed to him. Ouch! After the bullies leave, Hinata thanks Naruto for saving her, but Naruto says it's no big deal and just runs off, leaving his destroyed scarf in the snow. Sometime later, Iruka-sensei is teaching their class and asks them a question. If the world ended tomorrow because the moon fell on it, not so subtle foreshadowing, who would you spend your last day on Earth with? While Hinata knows her answer, Naruto can't come up with one and just makes a paper airplane instead. Classic Naruto. One mini montage later and we have a fully grown Naruto after his fight with Sasuke. Here we go. We then see Hinata's father, Hiyashi Hyuga, talking to some mysterious guy. The man gives Hiyashi some sort of ultimatum, to which Hiyashi refuses and a fight begins. But this mysterious man is super powerful and Hiyashi is forced to retreat, only to have a cave collapse on him. Oh no! Meanwhile, we see what Naruto is up to. He's giving classes at the Shinobi Academy. What's more, Naruto has become really popular with girls of all ages. He's the village heartthrob now. We see girls from all over the Leaf and even outside the Leaf come to give him gifts and take pictures with him. Meanwhile, Hinata is busy making Naruto a gift. Turns out, she hung on to Naruto's scarf from way back then, and she's making him another scarf. Sakura sees Hinata and realizes she's doing it for Naruto. So, she tells our girl to be bold and give it her all. But when Hinata finally finishes the scarf, she can't decide whether or not it'll actually communicate her feelings. But when her little sister Hanabi starts cooking her for being in love, Hinata decides she's going through with her plan. Meanwhile, the 5 Kage are having an emergency meeting. What's the emergency? The moon is getting closer to the Earth, and at this rate, it's gonna break up into pieces and start falling onto the Earth. How lovely. Back with Hinata, she makes her way over to Ichiraku, where Naruto is treating his friends to ramen. Is that all this guy ever eats? Probably. Sakura's there too, and immediately immediately starts wing-womaning for Hinata. But when some of Naruto's fangirls show up, Hinata decides now's not the time. Sakura tells Naruto to walk Hinata home, but Naruto says Hinata is a badass. She don't need his protection, you idiot. Sakura then walks with Hinata and gives her some more encouragement. So, when Hinata makes it home, she decides to go back and give the scarf to Naruto. Meanwhile, some shinobi fly down from the sky into Hinata's home and abduct Hanabi. Sai sees them escaping and tries to stop them, but gets outdone. Oh no! While that's happening, Hinata is rehearsing how to give Naruto the scarf and confess her feelings, when Naruto shows up behind her. Oops. Hinata is about to do it until she sees Naruto wearing another scarf. She just gives up and runs off, leaving Naruto super confused. Hinata goes to the park, where she just sits on a swing and cries. Damn. That's when the mysterious man from earlier shows up. His name is Toneri, and he's here to take Hinata. Naruto shows up just as Hinata is being abducted and is ambushed by Toneri's henchmen. What follows is an epic showcase of Naruto's skills, as he masterfully takes out all of the henchmen while chasing down Hinata. And the animation is peak! Mwah! He manages to get Hinata free from her abductor using a Rasen Shuriken, but she has to use the scarf she knit for Naruto to save herself. She still falls down, but it buys Naruto enough time to save her. That's when Toneri shows up. Naruto tries attacking him, but he just starts floating in the air before saying something ominous. The final day is approaching, and before that, he'll have Hinata. I'm sorry, what? He then vanishes, and that's when a chunk of the moon crashes near the Leaf Village. Yikes!
The Earth will soon be destroyed.
The next day, Naruto, Sakura, Shikamaru, Sai, and Hinata are sent on a mission to retrieve Hanabi. Shikamaru is also given a clock on his hand. It's a countdown to the end of the world. No pressure though. They head out on Sai's birds and split up, looking for Hanabi's last known location. Naruto is with Hinata, who uses her Byakugan to find Hanabi's kunai. As she puts it in her bag, Naruto sees the scarf and asks her why she brought it along. He doesn't know it's a gift for him. Hinata just changes the topic and they regroup with their friends. They then make their way into a cave where there's a spring that has water that doesn't make you wet. Least weird thing to ever happen in Naruto. So the Leaf Shinobi jump in to investigate, only to get trapped in their own dreams. That's when something crazy happens. Hinata's scarf comes out of her bag and wraps itself around Naruto. We then see Naruto reliving 3 memories. That scene with Iruka-sensei from earlier, his fight with Kiba at the Chunin exams, and his fight against Pain. He sees them all from his own perspective, before he sees them from Hinata's perspective, and he realizes why Hinata gave him the ointment at the Chunin exam, why she stepped in to help him against Pain, and why she wrote his name as the person she'd like to spend her last day on Earth with. It's because Hinata loves Naruto. Took you long enough, you idiot.
I'm not afraid to die here, because I truly love you, Naruto.
That's when Sakura wakes him up. Turns out this was a genjutsu trap laid by the enemy. Thankfully, they had Sakura to bail them out. The Leaf Shinobi keep moving downward and find another spring. Weird. Sakura, Shikamaru, and Sai jump in, or out, depending on how you see it, while Naruto and Hinata take a second. Naruto is about to talk to Hinata about the dream he had, but he decides against it and jumps in. Hinata is about to follow suit until Toneri shows up behind her. Hinata demands to have Hanabi back, and Toneri agrees on one condition. And that condition, Hinata has to marry him. Oh, hell nah.
What the hell no!
Naruto notices Hinata isn't there yet and gets back just in time to protect her. Meanwhile, Sakura, Shikamaru, and Sai come across a giant crab spider monster and start fighting it. Both battles happen at the same time, and the Leaf Shinobi come out on top in both, with Sakura demolishing the monster with a single punch. She's so scary. However, when Naruto punches Toneri, he realizes he's fighting a puppet. The puppet then says that the real Toneri will come for Hinata next time, and that Naruto's punches will never reach him. Oh, I'm sure they won't, asshole. Naruto and the others escape the spring from the other side and keep moving, only to find a whole other world staring back at them. Shikamaru is convinced that this is all man-made, but it's still creepy. Later that night, Naruto sees Hinata going somewhere. He follows her and sees that she's fixing the scarf she made for him. Aww. The next day, they keep moving forward and Hinata notices Naruto isn't wearing his other scarf. Double aw. Only love-struck idiots act like this. Anyway, our gang then comes across an old abandoned shinobi village. So they decide to split up to search. This splitting up leads to Naruto and Hinata spending some alone time together. It's almost like they're on a date and I love it. They're about to have that conversation too, but that's when Sai shows up and calls them over. They found something. God damn it, Sai! Naruto and Hinata follow him to a weird shrine with a prophecy about the world being destroyed by the moon. As soon as Hinata steps in front of it, a secret passage opens beneath it. Spooky! They head down there and that's when they see it. Someone is there with them. A man walks over to them and calls Hinata the Byakugan princess. Ooh, got a nice ring to it, not gonna lie. Suddenly, an orb comes out of his mouth and shines brightly, showing Hinata a bunch of things we don't quite understand yet. He then says the Tenseigan is back and it needs to be stopped before muttering Otsutsuki and dying. Bro literally dropped insane lore and refused to elaborate. What a Chad. After Hinata wakes up, she begins knitting Naruto's scarf again, but something is off. Hinata isn't spending time with Naruto, and she's not talking to him either. They continue their journey, and Hinata keeps knitting as Naruto watches her in silence. Then, one night, Naruto's had enough. He walks over to Hinata and says the magic words. He confesses his feelings to Hinata. Unfortunately, before she can say anything back, Toneri shows up on a floating platform. Naruto gets in front of Hinata, ready to fight, only for Hinata to give him the scarf and get on the platform with Toneri. She's decided to give her life up and marry Toneri. Hinata thinks it's the only way to save Hanabi, and with that, the two just fly off. Toneri is literally Mr. Steal Your Girl. Naruto screams, alerting his friends and starts chasing them. Sai helps with his birds and Naruto tries stopping them, but he can't. Hinata is going of her own free will. Toneri taunts Naruto before sucking out his chakra and using it against him in a huge explosion. What's more, the explosion tears a hole in the ground and reveals the Earth. That's right, Naruto and his friends are currently on the moon. As Naruto loses consciousness, Hinata's scarf burning away is the last thing he remembers. When he wakes up later, Hinata is the first thing on his mind, and Sakura just calls him an idiot for not getting it sooner. Meanwhile, Hinata wakes up in Toneri's castle and finds Hanabi. Her eyes have been stolen. Jeez! We then see the full conversation between Hinata and Toneri from earlier. I'll simplify it for you guys at home. Basically, the Sage of Six Paths' little brother Hamura took the ghetto statue to the moon after he and the sage defeated Kaguya, so no one could revive the Ten Tails again. But the world of Shinobi the sage created never stopped waging war, and it went so far as to revive the Ten Tails and Kaguya. Hamura had decided that his descendants would destroy the earth and rebuild it if they ever felt their society was failing. And guess what? Toneri believes their society is failing. Shocker! Toneri reveals that he's taken Hanabi's Byakugan. With it, he'll soon acquire the Tenseigan that was mentioned earlier, and with that, he'll destroy and rebuild the earth. He then shows Hinata around his castle, which is filled with puppets. Toneri says he's been alone ever since he was a kid. He then shows Hinata where they both will slumber while the earth is being destroyed and rebuilt. Hinata says they'll be destroyed too, but Toneri says it's fine. The Otsutsuki family treasure will protect the castle. He then asks Hinata to make him a scarf. Sick. Hinata agrees, but she's playing with him. We then see what Hinata saw in that secret passage. Basically, Hamura and his clan came to her in a vision. Apparently, Toneri belongs to a branch family that completely misinterpreted Hamura's words. That branch family then took out the main family, and that's why Toneri is free to do as he likes. They beg Hinata to stop him. According to them, she's the only one who can, and as Hinata sits by Hanabi, she vows to take him down. Damn, it's a double cross! For a second, it felt like I'm reading a freaking webtoon here. Okay, back to Naruto. While Shikamaru and Sai attack the moon to figure out how to get in, what a sentence, the Raikage and the others prepare for the moon falling on them back down on Earth. Later, Naruto wakes up thinking about Hinata, and Shikamaru tells him the cat's out the bag. They all know he's in love with her. This depresses Naruto, who just lies down again. Meanwhile, Hinata tries bargaining with Toneri, but he's having none of it. He then takes Hinata to the temple of Hamura, where she sees the Tenseigan, or at least that's what she thinks. In reality, she can't see the real Tenseigan until after she's married to Toneri. That's when she sees a mini moon in the distance and realizes it. That's where the Tenseigan is. Meanwhile, Shikamaru confronts a depressed Naruto and tells him to lock in. He then takes her to Sakura, who used every ounce of chakra in her to heal him and is out of commission herself. She then tells him to not give up on Hinata. She only went with Toneri because she had a secret plan. Meanwhile, Hinata uses Toneri's nap time as an opportunity to find the Tenseigan. Sure enough, she was right about its location, and she tries to destroy it but gets ambushed by Toneri's puppets. But this is Hinata Hyuga we're talking about. She beats the springs out of the puppets before turning her attention to the Tenseigan, only to be stopped by Toneri. Realizing she was betraying him, Toneri says he'll make it so that never happens again, and shoves his hand inside her chest. No! We then get a glimpse of Hiyashi Hyuga. He's alive. The only problem is, he's in real bad shape, and he's being followed by Sasuke? Where the hell has he been? Meanwhile, Naruto breaks out of his depression and is ready to save Hinata. Together with Sakura, Sai, and Shikamaru, he breaks into Toneri's castle. While Sakura and Sai head off to save Hanabi, Toneri and Hinata are in the middle of their wedding ceremony. She's clearly being mind-controlled. They're just about to tie the knot when Naruto barges in. He objects to this pairing and he is not holding the peace. Toneri escapes into a secret passage, saying Naruto's fists will never reach him. Shikamaru takes on the puppets while Naruto chases Toneri and Hinata. Back on Earth, we see Gaara using his sand to protect his village from falling pieces of the moon. Meanwhile, the Leaf Ninja tries stopping a huge piece, but only get half of it. As the other half makes its way to the village, Kakashi's eyes are full of fear, until he hears the sound of 1,000 birds. That's right, Sasuke is here, and he blows up the piece with one Chidori before returning Hiyashi. Sasuke says that with Naruto gone, he's the only one that can protect the village. Bad ass. Meanwhile, Sakura and Sai save Hanabi, and Naruto comes face to face with Toneri, who's about to seal himself and Hinata away. Toneri makes Hinata fight Naruto, so Naruto removes his control from her. Toneri tries to control her again, but suddenly starts tweaking because of Hanabi's Byakugan. Naruto and Hinata use this opportunity to make a run for the Tenseigan. They're gonna destroy it. Hinata is the only one who can do it, since she's a descendant of Hamura. Unfortunately, she's not strong enough. So, Naruto comes up with an idea. Hinata should infuse him with her chakra so they can destroy it together. He definitely didn't just want an excuse to hold her hand, promise. Together, Naruto and Hinata blow up the Tenseigan, which reveals thousands of Byakugan. That's what it was made of. Well, that's horrifying. With the Tenseigan, all of Toneri's puppets stop moving. Not just that, but the moon and its particles stop moving towards Earth too. Meanwhile, Killer Bee and the Raikage use a secret laser cannon to destroy all the pieces of the moon, saving Earth from being destroyed. But they're not done yet. They want to destroy the moon next. While Naruto and the others meet up and Hinata gives Naruto the scarf again, the Raikage tells the other Kage about his plan to destroy the moon. Kakashi says that's unnecessary. The moon has stopped moving, only for Tsuchikage to break the bad news. The moon hasn't stopped moving. Back with Naruto, he and his friends suddenly get jumped by a huge stone statue. Naruto brings out Kurama and has it fight the statue. Meanwhile, a fully powered Toneri arrives, Sage of 6 Paths power and all, and separates Naruto Naruto and Hinata from their friends. The battle begins. Kurama versus the stone statue. Naruto versus Toneri. Back on Earth, Hiyashi tells Kakashi not to destroy the moon. Hinata and Hanabi are on it. So, Kakashi holds an emergency meeting and tells the Raikage. The old bastard wants to sacrifice Naruto and the others' lives, but Kakashi asks for 1 more hour. Gaara and the other Kage agree, so the Raikage holds stuff off for now. Meanwhile, Toneri traps Hinata in a cage while he and Naruto duke it out. It's not looking good though. Naruto gets whooped before Toneri unleashes a laser that splits the damn moon in half, sending Naruto into that crater. That's gotta hurt. With just 10 minutes until the Raikage blasts the moon out of the sky, Toneri says it's over. Like hell it is, because Naruto jumps out of the crater with a bazillion shadow clones. He doesn't go down that easy. He assaults Toneri with a barrage of them before using the old attack from underground tactic. Classic Naruto, baby! He then grabs Hinata's scarf in his hand and uses that same hand to punch the power right out of Toneri. With that, Hinata takes back Hanabi's eyes, and it's all over, or so they think. At a last gasp desperation move, Toneri summons all the Byakugan from the Tenseigan and gets ready to destroy everyone and everything. He even sucks up Naruto's chakra. This is bad, but Hinata gives Naruto her chakra and they stand together hand in hand, ready to take this bastard on for the last time. Unfortunately for Toneri, he accidentally absorbs the sun's chakra too and starts getting swallowed up by it. Naruto jumps in an effort to save him, and back on Earth, the Raikage gives the order to shoot the moon, but Killer Bee refuses. He will not shoot Naruto. That's when they all see Kurama writing something on the moon. Mission accomplished. Phew, that was a close one. Back on the moon, we see what happened. Naruto managed to save Toneri, and then Hinata took him to the secret passage and showed him the truth. Ashamed of what he's done, Toneri vows to stay on the moon and atone for his sins. So he stays behind, and the Leaf Shinobi and Hanabi start making their way back. On their way back through the Genjutsu Spring, Naruto tells Hinata that he never knew what to write back when Iruka-sensei asked him who he'd spend his last day with. But he knows now. It'd be Hinata. They hold hands and run through the spring, changing into younger versions of themselves as it starts falling apart. Naruto picks up Hinata and bursts through the spring, as well as the roof of the cave. And as the two float in front of the moon, they share their first ever kiss. And Naruto thanks Hinata. It's beautiful, it's perfect, and it's enough to make a grown man cry. And that was our recap of Naruto's movies. It's always a pleasure to have more Naruto, and the way these stories branch out but still manage to have the same Naruto sauce is brilliant. Which movie was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to drop a like and turn on that little notification bell. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. That stuff would really motivate us to make more of these awesome videos for you. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Boy, I could really go for some Ichiraku ramen right now.